game have a like statistically a better chance of really doing it. So I guess we'll see if Nico is going to be back at some point. I still think he's got it, but you know, he's going to have to practice it and keep it up to date.
You're always the hopeful one, though, Anders.
Yeah, yeah. Now, I just don't think people lose skill. I don't think it's possible to be very good and then suddenly, like, I can't figure out how to play anymore. But I think it's perfectly possible of lacking motivation and not practicing, and then, you know, then it doesn't really matter how talented you are. Well, we're going to have the 9th round underway here. Dignitas and Na'Vi are now going to be playing best of 1 game here for the ESL ESEA Pro League, and we're on Overpass as well, but Dignitas probably going to stay on the CT side, you have to imagine. We'll see. Pistol round. They are playing up against Edward, who has a reputation with this pistol. So we'll see actually if they're going to be kitting Edward out with just a Glock or if it's going to be something more adventurous.
They give him that Tech 9. We've seen it in the past. Turn him
He's
into
got
the raid
armor,
boss.
and he's dropped the...
It seems like it's been phased out. But C's spent... Yeah, there it is. Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
C's dropped $700 this round, so he definitely went for it. And Edward will be getting that Tech 9 Kevlar.
So a bit of, I would say, a sort of, you know, again, an admission from Na'Vi's point of view as well, that Edward really is a strong player with pistols, so you got to kind of respect that. Dignitas know it as well. We'll see if they can find a way to stand up to it. They do have the USP, so, you know, 1 shot to the face of Edward, and he's going to be gone and out of the round. And the armor and Tech 9 investment, well, Tech 9 can be picked up, but armor can't loot the armor of your teammates' corpses.
No, that's true. And already, C is hanging back in T-spawn, was able to figure out that there was a bit of a stack from Dignitas towards the B site. Na'Vi tried to push up long to take advantage of this, but Dignitas very quick. Seems like, okay, they were there for the anti-rush. As soon as there wasn't a rush, boom, they rotate 3 guys back up to the A site and make sure that the defense is solid here, just in case Na'Vi decided to try and go for some kind of aggression. So now it's coming down to the rotation once again. Na'Vi, they're going to be heading over towards that B site, seems.
Yeah, they got spotted by Tensky, and since he didn't give them a target, they felt like, well, if we go now, it's going to be maybe a little bit too obvious. So, yeah, change of pace. They are making a lot of noise on the other side here, actually way more than I would like them to. It must be obvious by now to Dignitas that there's a lot of people here. They're already rotating 1 guy back from connector. Pimp is moving up here, and all of this, I think, is a result of the audio information they just got from Marvi. So a little bit sloppy play, I would say, from the terrorist side. See if it's going to work out anyway. Edward, low on health, and he's going to get shot in the face by AC. Zeus with the refrag, though, and MSL go down. It's 4 versus 4. Bombs going down as well, and Pimp landing 2 headshots. AC going to be gone. Pimp turning around, triple kill there, and now it's all on Guardian. 1 versus 3 goes down to Kirby. What a great timing from Pimp there. Triple kill, all headshots, and Dignitas are going to win the round. And you know, he's able to do that because he was already rotating in because they made that much noise. I had no idea what Na'Vi would do that.
Maybe they felt like they were running out of time, that they needed more time to be checking angles, etc. They weren't too confident. I mean, they had all the nades for an execute as well. They put the Molotov, instead of putting it in Toxic, they put it into CT. So making sure that, you know, they can run up short, or at least one of those angles is not going to be occupied. So, I mean, there was some thought behind it, but yeah, Na'Vi, just unfortunate. But this is good. You know, I mean, we need to see... Whoa, Dignitas. Well, Pimp. He just goes straight for the AWP.
Okay. So saying, we know you're probably going to be buying Deagles. Actually, they couldn't maybe have guessed that it was going to be an AK buy coming out of Zeus here as well. I kind of like this. All these Deagles probably going to shield the fact that there's also an AK in the mix. They're just going to think, oh, well, they just bought some Deagles, you know, whatever.
Well, this speaks to the confidence right now. That kind of start must have been huge for Pimp. Now Pimp has to be very careful that we've lost Tensky to Guardian. The Deagle at long works out, but MSL and AC over in B site, 1 into connector, 1 into sewer. 2 kills for them. They slow down Na'Vi, and now AC, he's right on the edge of getting overwhelmed here in connector if he shows himself again. Edward right on top of him. He will spot Edward, but he runs out of bullets, tries to swap back to the Deagle, and it's not going to be fast enough.
Pimp jumping back here, pretty wishing he had a scout instead. If he could spot out Edward, that would be, or Guardian up there. Gonna go for a bit of a peek down. Goes up against Guardian, misses the shot. Is he gonna try and recommit? This could be where the round is decided. Pimp has to be very careful. Missing 1 more kill there, and I don't know, there's not room for maybe a strike 3 here. He's gonna have to hit these shots.
Yeah, this is the issue. He's actually, he has, you know, striked out Anders. Because he missed that shot in mid earlier too. Just saying. Pimp under the bus with you.
Mighty Casey struck out.
It's frustrating to watch Pimp sometimes with the op. Sometimes he just hits these shots and you're like, yes, solid. But yeah, the shots that should be consistent, that he should be picking up, no problem, he always seems to struggle with, and that's going to open it up. Guardian, you can't show weakness to Guardian. He steps onto the A site, he takes out Kirby, and now it's a 2-on-3.
He's close as well. He's seen Pimp's face, and it's going to be the spray through, and Guardian picking up now. 3rd kill here for his streak. 5 seconds left. The bomb is on the site and getting downed, and MSL going to be the last man left here. He was down trying to hold on to B. He's going to get shut down. Quad kill from Guardian, and he steals the AWP. A complete smack in the face of Dignitas here, and a great way to come back in. And I mean, AC, he was on the stairwell, and you were right, he was about to be overwhelmed, and you can even see he was sort of thinking about it every once in a while, like, should I go aggressive or not? And Edward just body shot him twice, and that was it. And as soon as he goes down, it's really important at that point for Dignitas to stay in the round, and I don't know, they just weren't able to.
Now, him alone, no possibility for a refrag, just kind of out in the middle of nowhere. Kirby also caught cold, and that's the worst thing, is we're discussing Navi's tendency to kind of stifle their economy and not let Guardian get up to that AWP quickly in the round. Now he's literally been gifted one. He has one in the 3rd round for free. So this is worst case scenario now for Dignitas. And actually Dignitas not going for the force buy in this round, instead just sticking with the pistols. But yeah, MSL, headshot on C's to start things off. Very similar strategy right now from what we saw from Navi in the pistol round actually. C's lurking over in T-spawn, and then the rest of Navi moving their way up long.
But this time they haven't been spotted. Tensky was spotting them last time. This time they get a lot closer, and no one from Dignitas is quite aware yet. Now they're going to realize that MSL going down. Kirby next in line. Pimp trying to line them up. He's got a P250. A bad pistol at all. He's going to take down Edward. Still no bomb plant. And a 3 versus 2 now. Su's finally getting a little bit back here, but he's got to be careful. AC's got the AK, and he's preemptively trying to get that shot through. See if they can win this clutch.
Comes out to working together here, but yeah, Guardian not going to let it happen. Guardian does turn it into the 1v1 in the end. Tensky's going to go ahead and pick up the AK. Dropped by AC, but now Guardian heard that. He knows that this man is playing from CT slope. Guardian's even swapped out for the AK, and he gets the headshot. Just strafe shot as he tries to make his way onto the site. Guardian drops him, swaps back out to the AWP. Still, very good eco round coming in for Dignitas. They did a lot of damage to Na'Vi.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, a bit of a shame that they couldn't pick it up there. And they, for just a brief second, they had a 2 versus 1 against Guardian, but that Deagle headshot there, a little bit too scary. So Na'Vi still maintain control, and Dignitas buying a little bit of pistols here. You know, they're trying to give themselves a chance in case the opportunity presents itself, but they're not going to fully commit to it.
He says this is like old school Na'Vi. Guardian scoped up, the rest of them walking in behind him. And now, well, this is going to be, yeah, end of the party. Edward, 2 kills to open up that B site. Tensky's working his way through for a backstab, perhaps through T-spawn, but it's going to be so slow, it's not really going to be too effective. Seized is already watching for just this. So, at this point, Dignitas are going to try and like navigate their way into positions that will allow them to get exit kills, that will, you know, maybe they can get a gun and try and save it. No hope at all for them to win this round. And that was very, like, fearless from Na'Vi. They just walked straight into Monster with Guardian scoped up, just holding that angle in case somebody peeked from Dignitas.
Yeah, I like it as well. I mean, so many teams, when they think they're playing up against an eco and they're on the terror side, then they're going to be going long instead. That's just that's the default when you're up against just a pistol and no armor. Seized, picking up what he can here, and Suit's also helping out. So, yeah, pretty good job overall here for Na'Vi. Losing 2 players, but still managed to kill a couple of Dignitas members here. Now we'll see if the Danes can actually turn it around. They've got the AWP on Pimp, and that's about it. 3-1. And Na'Vi, yeah, changing the tables early on in this game.
But Pimp, this is the reason why they went for that double eco. Now he's got his AWP again. And it does seem like the go-to strategy here for Dignitas is going to be counting on Pimp to get the job done when he faces up against Guardian. Na'Vi not really going for any kind of mid control, and Dignitas going for the aggro mid play. They want to get straight up. They're not going to spot anybody, though. Instead, they're just lurking, waiting for somebody to peek out at Monster again, and Guardian doesn't miss the shot.
Yeah, hiding behind that barrel out there, and Pimp probably had a second or something to take a shot, but he just had no idea where to look. Kirby going to win the fight against Edward. A very important refrag here. Going to give Dignitas a chance to get back in. And again, we have to reiterate how important this game is. Both these teams are in, what, 5th and 6th place in the group, I think? Or 4th and 5th, actually, in the group.
They're in dire need of wins. They're right on the edge. If they get, like, one more loss for either of these could basically mean they're not going to the LAN. So for Na'Vi in particular, I think Na'Vi already have 6 losses to their name. No, that's Dignitas, rather. But
yeah, I think it goes TSM, Fnatic, Envy, and then Dignitas, Na'Vi. Yeah. So, like, it's very scary here, and especially between the 2 teams, obviously, fighting for fighting for every point. They gotta find a way to come back in here. And Dignitas, otherwise, who knows? They had such a good start to this tournament, but, you know, slowly the losses are catching up with them.
forward position here from AZ at top mid, looking towards restroom. There's a man working his way up long again. It sees this time he's changed it up, but that smoke going down kind of lets him get a little bit closer. It's definitely going to be keeping him guessing, and MSL peeks for info. He tries to figure out, is there going to be anybody pushing in here from Na'Vi towards Monster? And Guardian's waiting for him again. Kirby unable to get them to line up properly. He will not get the double spray down, and Zeus will take out AZ. With 10 seconds left, in like true Na'Vi fashion, they will get the bomb plant.
Yeah, imagine if Tensky could have hit that shot and somehow survived on Flamey, then, you know, the time would have just run out. Now, Tensky is kind of trapped, and he did hit a headshot on Guardian. He's aware that Seized might be coming up from behind here. Team Flash, maybe. Seized. Not going to be getting the kill. Flamey instead for a double of his own, and now he's going to win that round. So, AC's forward position up there on the A-bomb side is really cool. It's a really good job because that smoke that goes in, he can already see that no one is following it up. You know, he's not, if he's all the way back by Optimus, by the truck up there,
yeah,
then, you know, the smoke goes down and he has to stand and wait for a long time and see if anything's happening. But because he's so far up by the restrooms, he can see it, which is also why that information peaked down there. I'm sort of wondering if it was
necessary.
Yeah, was it necessary? Or maybe was he hoping to catch somebody off guard or something? Because otherwise, they probably should have known that nothing was coming up at A.
Well, again, very similar strategies here from Na'Vi. This is almost looking, or it seems to be like their default, it seems. I mean, because Zeus, or rather, C's is just sitting outside of B. Now he's in sewer, so he has changed that up somewhat, but they just keep swarming throughout the rest of the map. 3 players through long again for Na'Vi, 1 sitting in mid. And they're just going to walk their way out onto the site. Pimp has something to say about that. Gets the double dink onto Edward, so good kill there, but he won't be able to get more, and Kirby neither. So only 1 player getting dropped for Na'Vi, but this is starting to get into the danger zone for Team Dignitas. I mean, Na'Vi sitting on 5 rounds, good money so far. This is just enough for Na'Vi really to be considering that they've done a good job in this first half on their T side.
Yeah, absolutely getting a bit scary there. And Na'Vi once again showing that once you're up against pistols, no armor, you might as well just go long. It's such a common thing, and it is kind of hard to deal with. There's been a couple of teams lately. I think Penta was one of them that showed us a way to sort of stack up a bunch of people over there with grenades as well, so they would have like pop flash and 3 people peeking. I wish more teams would adopt that. It is like, I would say there's like a 80% chance that someone's going to be going long once you're ecoing, and if they know, when Na'Vi would have known that Dignitas was going to be ecoing that last round, so you might as well try and make a plan for it.
Go for something clever. I mean,
yeah.
Right now we're just really looking at Pimp. Like, Guardian has certainly woken up in this match, but Pimp, he's yet to really have that big impact that Dignitas need from him as their opper. Guardian landing the shot onto Tensky, and it looks like that went through the wall, but then dunk nade. Tensky with the combo play. Shot to the body, and then HC to finish it off.
Very good job indeed. That's going to be a really big opening. AC up here with the smoke. Got to be just a little bit careful walking out. Zeus is down there, and he's actually picked up the fallen AWP, and he gets a blind shot through. That's incredible. AC going to be gone, and probably a little bit upset, but they've got some sort of boost back here. Pimp trying to look over. Oh, and gets caught with a grenade in hand, but he manages to live. 27 seconds now. They're going to be really careful, Na'Vi, here that they don't run out of time.
Yeah, this is actually starting to run a bit low. Nades going on to the site. Tensky doing the best that he can to stay alive. He's only got 16 HP, but it's a 1-for-1 trade. And with 17 seconds left, they're trying to wrap back through, connected towards the B site, and Seized was the reason he managed to get onto the site, clear it out, but then Pimp is there to take him out. And with 8 seconds left, it's all down to Edward. Can he actually make it in? Of course not. Smoke was just a little bit short. He wasn't able to get onto the bomb site safely. So there we go. Dignitas, everybody getting a piece of the action that time. 2 for Pimp, 2 for Tensky.
Wow, that's just leaving so little time again. I mean, we see that it backfires every once in a while for Na'Vi, but it's always a little bit interesting when it actually does ultimately fail for them. And this time it just wasn't going to be possible. I mean, even if Cease hadn't gone down in that B bomb site initially, it still would have been kind of hard for everybody to get the bomb down. So 5-2, 8th round coming up, and finally a little bit of luck to Dignitas here. But money's still there for Na'Vi. They will have bought again. See what they can work with here.
Kirby really, that seems to be his default spot right there. That's going to get red. Already he takes some nade damage. They're starting to figure out that he likes to go for a bit of a Zipnix jump behind the angle there, behind the wood, to peek into sewers. Do they have a pop flash? Yes, again, they do. But this time Seized isn't caught off guard by it. And so no real info gained apart from the fact that, you know, Dignitas are thinking, well, nobody's here. They don't actually get anything out of it, so still a little bit tricky here for Dignitas. They have rotated an extra man up onto the A site based off that info, so we'll see if it comes back to bite them in the rear.
Guardian for a moment boosted up here. Can't really see Pimp just from the position that he's in now. Pimp, on the other hand, is in a very exposed position. In case Edward was to peek out, that could be a little bit tricky for Pimp right now. But if you look at the clock, the bomb is now just making its way out onto the middle of the map, and it's about 35 seconds. Guardian to open up on one, and Tensky gonna go down. A lot here riding on Pimp. He's gonna miss the first shot. Edward's down there, and he just takes him out. Shooting to the side of the wall then, and Kirby and MSL have got nothing left to do.
They're wrecked at this point, Dignitas. That was a key round, Anders. They needed to win a consecutive round to stabilize their money. Now Dignitas, they're going to be reset. And Na'Vi, no reason for them not to be out and hunting. And we're seeing just that. Get those guns off of Dignitas. Don't let them save them, because they'll be right back to pistols or some kind of weird quasi-buy. So this is a good opportunity here for Dignitas. Actually, considering I think they had, what, like 3 to 4 players? They had 3 to 4 players there. I mean, maybe we can get some kind of like forced rifle buy out of Dignitas, but neither of them saving makes that really difficult for them. Yeah,
you're absolutely right. I mean, a couple of saved rifles there would have done a lot of good. I mean, maybe Pimp could have forced something up, and they the saved 2 rifles. They're gonna go for it anyway, it seems. Actually, just Pimp, is he just evening out the money? Yeah, just a little bit. All right, so not any kind of a full buy. But I don't know. I think you're right. That was the deciding difference. Things are getting really tricky now. 9 rounds in, and Na'Vi already with a full round lead and looking to just extend it. They've just won some really critical rounds right when Dignitas were trying to build an economy, and that's kept the Danish team in a bit of a slump here.
Well, Flamey and MSL, they managed to trade up. At least MSL getting something done with that CZ. And Na'Vi, I mean, they changed it up rather than going for that standard long play. Heading over to B, that's definitely cost them a little bit. They did get some damage in, but they lost a player. Still in control of the situation, though. And had Edward been able to pick off AZ, that would have been pretty much Na'Vi free to do whatever they wanted.
Yeah, and a good sign for Na'Vi that they are sort of realizing that maybe that long push is getting a little bit too predictable. So eventually they are going to sort of regroup up and see if they can find a way to push it. Now that they hit the scout from Pimp, you got to wonder if they're going to be changing their minds, because that jump scout all the way from behind the SWAT truck there is a powerful tool.
It's just that Guardian is one of those flick artists that I would say, you know, you don't actually want to jump against. Yeah, he's fast enough to pick you off if he spots you. He will. We've seen him do it in the past where he just reacts so quickly. And, well, Na'Vi, it seems like the decision for them, go onto the B site, and Pimp is one step ahead. He's got that scout here, holding the cross from CT. So we'll see if he can actually make his way out onto short. Zeus gets his attention drawn, and there we go. MSL steps out, picks up 1 kill, taking advantage of the smoke as well, but Guardian hunts him. Nice shot from Pimp, though, taking out Edward. But the bomb is going to get planted with 10 seconds left. And now it's advantage seized to Guardian. They have the gear.
They definitely do. AC going to try and see if he can make his way in as well. He's right next to Pimp, going to be running through the fire as well, but making some noise in the meantime. They're getting close. Guardian missing the shot. One's going to go down. C's going to go down. AC takes both with a little help from Pimp. They're going to have enough time for the defuse as well. Good job on Dignitas. A big round coming in here. I mean, if there's any way to get back, it has to start with something like this. And I almost wish we could have like a post-match interview. I want to know if Pimp fired that scout in a bomb site with the intention of saying, you know, I'll fire it and I'll run back to B. Pretend I'm here and then go back. Because that would have been a bit of really good thought. Maybe we tweet at Pimp and ask him afterwards.
The mind games. But can we trust him, Anders?
Yeah.
Because he could just say, you know, yeah, that's totally what I meant to do.
That was the 9th round. You know, I'll ask Pimp. I'll send him a message on Twitter and be like, we need to know. Ooh. Don't lie or I'm going to know it.
I'm going to know it. I will know. And Flamey, I mean, look at this. Flamey and Guardian both going for the AWP this round. So where the hell did Flamey go?
I mean, the thing is, if you buy a scout in a round like that, the last thing you want to do is broadcast that you have it and where you are. That's the only weapon that's going to probably like get you back in things, or that could get you back. So for you to be just madly shooting at the A-bomb side is not like a very smart thing to do, unless, you know, you've got like...
Unless it's intentional.
More devious like that. I mean, it isn't really like, you know, the next level type strat, but it's like a cool little detail if that's how it worked out.
Oh, is it like halfway up the staircase to the next level?
Yeah, exactly. You know, just trying a little bit, you know. Could come up with better things, I'm sure, in the future. Double up, though. Flamey picking up one. A little bit intrigued that it isn't Guardian and Edward.
Yeah, that's... Exactly, that's what I was wondering about. But Flamey took it down into connector, so I'm wondering if it wasn't just off of spawn. He's like, okay, I'm just going to go ahead and take this peek. We haven't really seen too much action there for Dignitas, though. They really aren't willing to push up into connector, commit a man there. Instead, they're much more interested in just hanging out here right outside of restroom. This is where they can set it up, and Guardian once again catching AC try to get into that corner outside of long, so that's not going to work for Dignitas at all. Man advantage now for Na'Vi, and Flamey, he's right here on the edge, and he misses the shot. How does Tensky actually get out of that in one piece?
I'm not sure we will find it anytime soon there. Pimp going to be going down, and it looks like they could have almost caught Zeus, and actually C's going to be walking up right behind. Just a little bit of a hiccup on the Go TV there. MSL go down, and Tensky, last man left, 1 versus 4. So yes, he lived, but at what cost?
At what cost? Well, he did not live. You cursed him, Anders.
So sorry, Tensky.
And this is also something that could be interesting, where usually where Guardian is where Na'Vi are going to push, right? Because they count on him to create openings for them to actually push onto sides, pick off one guy, and then the rest of Na'Vi come rushing in. This time, Na'Vi actually left Guardian on his own. So maybe that kind of threw Dignitas for a loop for a moment where they're like, well, Guardian is here, but where are the rest of them? Might have been a possibility. And you're actually asking Pimp right now. Okay, I see.
Yeah. You know, someone has to find out. Someone has to do the hard work here.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, messaging people on Skype's not that hard, but still. Guardian is now down to 16 health there. A little bit of damage being put out by MSL. Pimp with his UMP. This time it's, you know, not a scout, so maybe even more difficult to find a kill this time around. 7-3, yo. I mean, Dignitas are finding no luck at all in this game.
No, they're just getting slammed. And this is, you know, just to be perfectly crystal for everybody, this is a CT-sided map still. So Na'Vi getting 7 rounds on their T side already, and just making sure that Dignitas never have the money to really work with here. This is so big for them. Pimp might be able to catch a man off guard here, though. Does Zeus turn around? Yeah, throws that smoke, watches the stairs, and no joy for Pimp. No bonus money with that UMP.
I mean, we did introduce the fact as well that Na'Vi are a lot better team on this map than Dignitas are. This is one of the maps Dignitas are not that into, but it's still progressing in a pretty brutal fashion. You know, I was hoping that they would try and go into this having AC and Pimp, who are top fragging on the team, but have them like swinging way bigger than this. Like really try and take some super aggressive aim fights with Na'Vi early on and say, you know, let's play that game. Because right now they are playing very defensively, and Na'Vi, as you can tell, they're quite happy with waiting until there's 25 seconds left, setting up, and then executing. And they have all the executes on the T side to make that work. So Dignitas are playing a lot right now into the way that Na'Vi want to play anyway.
It's kind of why we're saying, you know, this is old Na'Vi. Because that was their calling card. They'd wait until 15 seconds. Like any other team, you'd be like, it's done. They're not going to have time to make the plant. And only Na'Vi, it seemed at the time, could be the team to actually go in and actually get the job done. But let's see. MSL, yeah, gathered up. Tensky to find the kill there on Zeus. A little unfortunate for Zeus. Na'Vi might be, they should be worried at least a little bit about peeking individually now. They kind of want to consolidate, gather up, so that they don't just keep donating rifles to these to this ecoing Dignitas. Yeah, obviously they want to try and rotate in, and it's actually just going to be like the Russian AK now. One guy dies, there's another guy to pick it up.
Yep. That definitely used to be a thing, but kind of hard to make work in this game, especially because people are so aware of this whole idea of controlling the rifles. But right now, AZ still has it. Pip holding here with a deagle. He's hoping for that quick 1D. Instead, it's going to be AZ left alone. No armor, and a bullet in his head is going to mean no luck at all to him. 9-3. Man, this is turning into a brutal game.
Yeah, Na'Vi are looking very good indeed, no doubt about it. Whereas Dignitas, again, Pimp has money for the AWP, but Pimp currently top fragging with 8 kills for Dignitas. That's not quite cutting it when Guardian is doubling that scoreline. Considering the scoreline between the two teams, 9-3, yeah. Na'Vi, they're definitely coming out ahead here. Dignitas, though, let's see. AC is going to go challenge up long, so it does look like they want to put up a bit of a fight here, Dignitas, trying to change up the usual strats. And they had a man down in Connector as well there to challenge. He's currently getting chased, though. Zeus hot on Pimp's heels, and Pimp just barely makes it out in time. But then he walks into a headshot. Great shot there by Zeus, shutting him down, and Guardian finds AC at long.
Yeah, we're going to get one. They can't get the second kill there, and there would have been 2 people peeking him anyway, so if he'd stayed to take that fight, he was pretty much doomed no matter what. Tensky, pretty wondering if he should just stay and play around with the slide there instead of actually doing anything else. It might be a better choice. Find some crayons on the ground and, you know, add to the artwork a little bit.
Yeah, but he's the beast, Anders. He's on the hunt. Can't you see his Twitter, like his avatar there?
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, man. And this beast hunts alone, apparently. 2 kills. Could get a 3rd one here.
Yeah, Na'Vi don't even care. They're just like, fine, you know, if we have to give up all the rifles to try and find you, we'll definitely do that because we've got so much money. It doesn't really matter. Tensky actually doing a really good job of staying alive right up until the end. Flamey gonna be able to take him down. Na'Vi 10-3, moving into the very late stages of this first half.
Oh man, Flamey would have been pissed if the bug happened there. He wasn't able to swap out because he was clearly hitting his use key on the off, and sometimes, you know, it just doesn't pick it up. And you want to throw something against the wall, not your monitor. That's expensive, but yeah, when that happens, you're like, I'm gonna save the op, and then you don't pick up the op. You're like, what? Not cool.
It's no fun at all. I love this early Molotov that comes out. I think Na'Vi were one of the first teams to start really doing that a lot, and they also have sometimes C spraying through the wall up there. So they've got some really cool tricks like that up their sleeves that they can employ to try and stop people from getting too much info on the CT side. I like all of it. Pimp he's like one of those bears that gets, you know, locked in a really poor stew. He's just completely mad. He's gone crazy.
Now, well, peekaboo, and Zeus once again. Great start for him. Takes out MSL. Kjærby playing from pit now. Trying to find an angle, trying to find somebody, and he's going to go for the spray down. He actually takes out Flamey, but then he steps into Guardian's crosshair. And well, now it's going to come down to Pimp, Tensky, and AC. The last three alive here for Dignitas in a 3-on-3 situation. And Na'Vi, they've got more than enough time, 50 seconds. They're not going to commit. They're changing it up and hoping to be able to actually catch somebody out of position on that A site.
3-on-3 right now. 35 seconds left. Tensky taking a fight with Edward and winning it. Jumping up there. I'm not sure if he spotted Seized. I think Seized just made it past here, so he might have a bit of an edge if he could find a kill quick on somebody. AC is thinking about it. I'm not going to check though. And yeah, Seized made it past unnoticed. Tensky, if he had seen him while jumping the first time, AC probably still be alive. Now it's 2 for 2 and 18 seconds left here. They're starting to get closer to the site. Seized trying to wrap around, and it's a running headshot onto Tensky now. All on Pimp. Trying to see if he can make it in here. He fakes it once and baits out the shot. He's going to get the kill on Seized now. So it's a Guardian hiding back there, and Pimp, no grenades. And Guardian is running a long ways away. What is this? There's no kid on Pimp. He can't even capitalize on this.
Yeah, he can't even go for some kind of trick defuse. There's actually no time. And now Pimp seems to have realized perhaps that it's not going to matter in the end. Guardian.
All right, so, you know, as much fun as it was with Pimp jumping around in CT spawn, this shows you something of the problem with Dignitas, and probably a result of the fact that they don't play the map so much. This map can't be played. It's been demonstrated, I think, pretty conclusively by now. You can't play this map by saying, well, we spawn in the bomb site, we'll just stay here. There's a lot of real estate in front of that bomb site, which is the whole restrooms area and the playground further up, the birthday party area. You need to use all of that to slow the terrorist team down and make them doubt whether or not they can just push up. Na'Vi's already a slow team. If you slow them down, they won't even plant the bomb down. But right now, Dignitas is saying, we'll just stay more or less back and you guys can have whatever part of the map you want. Like right now, this is almost the furthest up they've been playing with rifles, and then they're only just on the edge. Let's see how long they stay. One flashbang is in, and now they're back in CT spawn again. And Na'Vi, they get to already be in a position to set up for anything here.
Yeah.
They're putting so little pressure on them.
There was a team, Anders, that had that strat to play from CT spawn, and they nearly got lynched for it. So we're never going to speak of that again.
No.
Rest in peace, Fnatic. Olaf boost.
That's the only time it was acceptable, actually. That was the only time that was a good idea to stay in CT spawn.
But never again. And you're right. I mean, there have only been like a couple rounds where they really pushed to top mid, Dignitas, and tried to challenge. I do think that they are worried about Guardian's op and where it is on the map, trying to figure it out.
Ask yourself the question now. What do Dignitas know right now about where Na'Vi are? Nobody's even jumping right now down in B to look into pool. They've spotted Guardian once out here. Tensky actually reeling his position, and he's going to go down to Guardian, who's going to be peeking AC in a very bad spot here. Very checkable position. Guardian, he's going to get the kill anyway, though. AC's going to be alone as the B-bomb site gets overwhelmed by the rest of Na'Vi. They're so far back, the only time that they know what push is coming is when it's happening on a bomb site. And sort of as a rule of thumb, you want a little bit more warning than that.
What's fun is that this is actually, like, this map really is, I mean, a test of your bravery almost, if you're on the CT side. Because you need to be brave to go out against Guardian. When you know that there's like ops like this just lurking somewhere on the map, you do have to be able to just run out there and actually take those fights and believe that you can win them.
I mean,
it seems like Overpass more than others is really that map.
Yeah, I mean, it is a tough map, definitely, and there are a lot of angles. If you do try and go aggressive, that you have to cover, which is why I'm trying to say I think it's down to Dignitas' experience with the map more than them just playing very badly here. Like, I don't think they have enough of an idea about what flashes and smokes to throw to try and limit Guardian's, you know, room to move around with up there. But still, it's, I don't know. Their approach to playing the CT side was a little bit disappointing in the sense that it was, you know, by the time they found out that the lease was up on their apartments, you know, it was basically when all their shit was in the street. That was how they realized. They're like, oh, we've lost the bomb site. I guess we'll try next time and see what's up. That's not good enough. They need more than that. 12-3. You gotta again emphasize this is an important game here. This is basically right at the edge of not being able to make it into the playoffs here. So you gotta step it up.
Speaking of which, Pimp is going to get a little bit of info at least. Na'Vi, look at Na'Vi's forward position here. Just straight up 3 guys at top mid looking to challenge Dignitas if they were to come out of T-spawn. Dignitas, though, they've chosen a different tack. They did leave 1 man in connector, that's Pimp, just to try and gather some info. But the rest of them are gathered up outside of Banana. B, rather. They're waiting to see if anybody on Na'Vi is going to go for a peek. It's just not the case, though. Are they going to? Is this going to pull the trigger? And yes, there it is. Finally, Dignitas decide that's enough. Let's go for the push.
Zeus gonna find the opening frag there. Kirby's getting the bomb down, but that's good news. MSL trying to take a fight once. He's got the burst fire out as well, but he's gonna go down. Edward and Zeus with a couple of refrags, and Tensky, last man left, and in a very bad position to be alone in here. He gets that shot on one. Almost a second kill on Zeus, but not gonna happen, and that will be a triple for Zeus instead, and Na'Vi winning a big round here.
Yeah. Just dominating, just dominant. I mean, they had the info. They saw that nobody was coming in through A side at all. They just all collapsed through, and then it just comes down to the pistol battles at that point, and the momentum that Na'Vi had carries them across the line. And now, well, Zeus has enough for an AWP if he wanted, but I don't think we can expect to see that from him. Instead, Guardian's going for the UMP. And this is a call from Na'Vi, also kind of going with Dignitas' style, which is not to go for that force buy in the second round, and especially not if they get that bomb plant. If this was Envy, it would be a different tack for Na'Vi. They'd probably be going, well, I mean, they still go rifles, but I mean, they'd be probably trying to counter that aggressive push more, or that aggressive style. Instead, Dignitas, they're going to eat a lot of nade damage.
Oh, hell yeah. Zeus there. Kill on one, spraying, and they line up for him. It's a nice triple kill for him. And just to emphasize before people start tweeting at me and saying, oh, but Anders, Na'Vi stayed in the CT spawn this round, you know, why didn't you say anything about that? Well, it's a little bit different if you know you're playing up against probably just pistols. Like, then if you push, all you really do is risk giving them some rifles early on, and it makes more sense to play defensively. So. Sure. Plus, playing defensively there, you're not actually giving them a chance to set up anything, because they won't have grenades and smokes or anything to set up anything with. So the real estate that you're giving them, they can't really use it to anything. There you go.
Don't worry, you covered it, Anders. I don't see your
if you were tweeting, then delete that tweet right now. Stop tweeting at me.
Oh no. Oh no.
In the tunnel as well, you know how deaf you're gonna be after that grenade goes up in there?
How dead you're gonna be. No, man, look at this. They get 1 trade kill at least. They take Flamey out in the end from Kirby, but man advantage still here for Na'Vi. Decent nade count still on them as well, and I'm curious to see if they're going to try and get aggressive and push, because Kirby showed the bomb when he was there. And yeah, you had 2 guys from Na'Vi actually push out through Monster, or at least peek at Monster, to see if they can catch anybody out here on Dignitas' side. They want to stop this bomb. If they can get control of it right now, this would be big. Pretty much end the round.
Squeak being open there, Pimp landing a good headshot, but Guardian getting one in. He tries to do a full 90-degree spray, just continue on there. Pretty good effort, but not good enough. 40 seconds now, and it is still Susan C's alive on the CT side. Tensky and Pimp on the other side, trying to see if they can somehow miraculously bring Dignitas back in this game.
They're going to need something. 30 seconds, smoke goes down. They're going to get a free plant out of this. Zeus is close, though, and Zeus... boom. Oh, it actually doesn't do any damage at all. Nade overshoots, and Seized is lost on short, so now it's going to be down to Tensky and Pimp. Both of them low. Zeus still has a smoke to play with as well. He didn't realize that somebody was still playing on the site itself, though, and that's going to cost him dearly, but still picks up 1 kill. Only problem is he actually lost a lot of his bonus HP. If he wanted to go for a smoke defuse, every point of HP counts, and now he's down to 13. A single bullet will do it here. And Tensky will just be patient. He doesn't even, once he hears that smoke go up, he doesn't even go into peek. He knew that Zeus was coming for him, Anders.
Yeah, brave stuff from Tensky. I also think there was he never heard like a diffused sound, so he probably felt a bit confident there. Pretty good stuff. And Dignitas will barely win that round. Na'Vi responding with an AWP, a couple of rifles here. They want to shut this game down quick, and round difference. We say it every night, some will say it again. It really does matter.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. That's super important as well for a team like Na'Vi right now. We're sitting on like 5 losses in this league. So like, every round win is going to be so important for Na'Vi at this point. Whereas Dignitas, if they lose this, that's going to put them on 7 losses and pretty much out of the running for the LAN. They're already very close, 6-6, pretty much no round difference to speak of, -27. It's already looking grim. Only the big W is going to save them, Anders, but it's not looking possible here. 14-4.
Yeah, I'm not believing in it either. I feel like it's past the point in time where it really makes sense to talk about. Edward playing down here with the Deagle, looking both ways. He's going to realize there's a couple of people there. Misses. Oh, he does get the second shot there. Headshot on AZ. Tensky with the double reply is still going to be pretty good for Dignitas, and nobody else here to really stop this push. So maybe Na'Vi should just focus on saving what they have.
Yeah, that AWP would be pretty slick to hold on to for Guardian. That's exactly what he's doing as well, just staying up on this A site. He's actually looking to get the kill over on the man holding it long, but Pimp is expecting somebody to try and push through mid to catch him, and that's not going to be the case. Instead, Flamey waiting around in restroom. So they really do actually kind of want to box Pimp in if they could. Na'Vi, that is, but nothing possible yet. And so Dignitas, I mean, for Dignitas, really, it's just, it is that grind, that no fear, one round after another. And that wasn't too bad a call to just go rushing out onto that B site.
No, it's working out right here. Pimp also doing a lot of damage to Flamey. Guardian going to pick up the 1 kill here. Na'Vi going to lose 1 rifle, and that's a nice kill from Pimp there. Really good job. You're going to put a little bit of a break on Na'Vi, but for how long? Because you're right, it was a decent call for B. The problem is essentially right now, if you're Dignitas, you need to make 11 pretty good calls in a row.
Yeah.
And that's so hard to do, you know. Some of those calls, yeah, sometimes you can base part of your play on like whatever information you have, but sometimes a call is just a call and it's either right or it's wrong, you know, and then you have to try and, you know, fight with what you got. And we'll see if that's going to be possible for Dignitas here.
Seems always seems to get the rough jobs for Na'Vi. Like on T side, he's the one lurking over towards B, you know, just doing his thing. And here on CT, he's in danger of getting overrun in the restroom. At least he's getting some info, but he's going to get jumped on by Tensky here. He's within lethal range, or nearly so. If Tensky steps forward close, yeah, headshot could have done it there, but Tensky just gets the angle right, and now they're going to be able to push onto this site. There is Flamey here trying to hold the line with the P250, and Guardian chimes in, takes out MSL. So they are making this close. Guardian with another kill, that AWP, it's so important, and when it's in the hands of Guardian, he's just capable of everything. Zeus with the backstab, and it's falling apart completely. Dignitas, no.
Yeah, I mean, if it wasn't done already, it definitely is now. Not a lot else to say, really. Great round there, and Guardian, as you said, you know, he steals that open, or he gets that open, then that's all he needs. Triple kill for him, double for Zeus, and he's got 26 kills, Guardian. So this has been one of those games where he's really been allowed to take over a lot. And 15-5, 10 straight match points coming up for Dignitas to make overtime.
Yeah, yeah. And they actually got a pretty decent buy, all things considered. But yeah, it does feel just a little, just a touch hopeless here for them, honestly. And well, I mean, we couldn't have had high hopes though, because there is record, you know, like what we said at the beginning of the match, right? They have faced on Overpass before, and this was about a month ago, and they got slammed 16-6 Dignitas.
Now, if you guys were watching from the beginning and I said Guardian had predictable positions, this is one of them. This is one of the ones that he loves playing, and there are so many ways to counter this position. So again, it should be somewhat obvious that it's happening. The rest of the defense for Na'Vi, I think, is a little bit too far back in the A-bomb side for my liking, but winning the first fight anyway and gonna get the kill on MSL. Guardian has to be careful that no one's gonna sneak up in front of him by the restrooms, but he's not really afraid of that right now.
No real damage being dealt there. At least Zeus, that was a clever little boost used there by Na'Vi. And Zeus actually stuck around long enough. I thought it might be a little risky considering they have to stand in front of the wood. So there's a real risk of getting wall-banged. But Zeus just keeps getting all the info for his team. He spots them coming out of connector, picks off one, and now he goes for a jump and still sees that there's players waiting for him in sewers. Seized is going to take out AZ though. And that was, again, was that... How did that happen?
Yeah, shooting through up here. Can just wallbang down all the way. Guardian getting the shot on Tensky, who was mid-air, not allowed to move back towards the connector, and Guardian gonna hit the shot on Pimp, trying to get a little bit of information. Kiebu, last man left. Guardian goes down. He's gonna be stuck at 28 kills, I believe, and now Kiebu, 1 versus 3 here. 10 seconds left, trying to see if he can make it up on the side, and it's not gonna happen. Flamey to shut him down, and Na'Vi to take a big win over Dignitas.
Yeah, just utter dominance. And 16-5, so they actually did 1 round better than the last time they faced on this map, Na'Vi. So, you know, no real messing around. They just kind of shut them out tonight, Anders. There wasn't any not really too close a match. But that pretty much, I mean, again, we have to reiterate, you know, that pretty much ends the running here as far as Dignitas are concerned in this group phase. 7 losses is not going to cut it to make the LAN.
Yeah, so a little bit upsetting. They have a really good start. I mean, I guess we'll see what the eventual calculation says. Maybe we'll have like a 6-way tie or something to figure it out. But I don't know if that's impossible. I'm not like I'm not good at that stuff. Just to catch you guys up, because I promised you that I would ask Pimp about that 9th round with the scout and everything, and he said, yeah, that's exactly what happened. He said, the only thing you're going to fear in a round like that is a scout, so making a little bit of noise in A and running back, that's exactly what he wanted to do. So good thoughts put into that. I like that. It's a small detail. So, you know, you guys, you know, we all became a little bit wiser tonight. I really enjoy that. Now, what?
We all became a little bit wiser.
Yeah, we learned a little bit. I've learned a lot today. I spent the whole day watching the presidential the debates, like the Democratic debate I was watching, which was like pretty good. And then I watched the Republican one, which is amazing. Like the Republican one is super good entertainment. You have no idea.
It's not entertaining. It makes you want to bash your face into the desk repeatedly.
The candidates, like how they present themselves, I have no idea how any of them expect to get elected. But like they're really creepy people. Some of them, like on both sides of the spectrum. Like if you can like look straight into a camera and say like, you know, I am a honorable, moral, and good person, and you should elect me for office. It's like I have no idea how that works. It's completely mad. They sound like robots, but it's a lot of fun. I spent a good 4 hours of my day doing that. While I was doing other work, though. I wasn't just doing that. All right. Well, our next game coming up is still going to be Hellraisers. I'm actually completely confused.
Yeah,
Hellraisers and Dignitas. So a team that has just had a pretty rough loss, but against one of the bottom teams on the current listing. So we'll see if they can make their way back up. Hellraisers here.
This is assuming that Hellraisers beat SK, because that was a match that was running side by side here. So don't know the results yet for that one. It hasn't been updated quite yet, it seems. Hold on. Of course, when I hit refresh now, it's going to take 10 years.
Yeah.
What happened?
Internet.
Okay, never mind. But as it stands, Hellraisers is sitting very low. They're sitting 11th in the group, but they've only played 6 matches, Anders.
As you well know, the internet is a series of tubes, and sometimes they...
It has updated. So Hellraisers, they beat SK, so SK are at 0-10. 0-10 in the league. Hellraisers, though, that jumps them up to 9th with 3-4. So Hellraisers, I mean, best of 1, that's their bread and butter. They break dreams on that, Anders. You know, that's the history there, you know, between Hellraisers and best of 1 group phases. That's Titan, just ask them.
Yeah, something they really do enjoy. Oh, yeah. Titan, DreamHack in France.
It was a time when I believed.
Yeah, sad times. Look, we're going to go for a quick break here, just about 4 minutes, and then we'll be back in the mix again with Dignitas and Hellraisers. If you've missed this game or any of the ones and you want to catch up on what's happening in the tournament, go and check out the Score Esports. Also, download the application on your Android or iOS phone, and then you can you keep up with everything. Also, articles and much more than that. So go and check it out. Really cool stuff. That's going to be right after the break here, Hellraisers and Dignitas. And do you know what map we're going to be playing at?
Hellraisers Dig, is it not Cash?
Am I
mistaken?
I think they said Cash, yeah.
Where is it?
I feel like it's essential for us to know. We can mentally prepare for it.
Mirage, actually.
Mirage. Oh, that's cool. I like that. So that's actually a really good map for it. Gonna be a Mirage, and we'll be right back after a quick 5-minute break. Point game. I think the knife is just about alive here. It's the ESL ESEA Pro League. Dignitas just took a bit of an upsetting loss against Na'Vi. There it's on Overpass, so Dignitas should be pretty good on Mirage. So I think that's like that's a map they should be confident on.
I think so. They've got some experience on the map now. I mean, when we first saw the shift come over, this is like the whole basis of what we were talking about earlier, where it was like Pimp and AC, you know, they're the anchors for Dignitas. They're the ones, and a lot of the time, you know, when we got that opinion is from watching them play on Mirage, where Pimp would annihilate everything that came onto the B side, and then AC would dominate on the A side. And between the two of them, Dignitas appeared to be this real threat on the map.
Yeah.
And then Schneider came into play, and they had to change things up. They had to change their strategies. Pimp all of a sudden starts exactly playing mid because he's the opper now for the team, and he's no longer just residing, you know, on the B site. They had to go through a moment of change. So Dignitas, they're still a threat on Mirage. I still feel like they're working out the kinks, though. And LMBT is playing right now for Hellraisers, so that's something we have to keep in mind.
Okay, then. Well, we've obviously not got Simple here, but Lambot's here. MSL looking for a couple of clicks. He's doing some damage, but they're going to get the bomb down here, Hellraisers, and that's a big start. MSL gets a parting shot. Tensky going to pick down Kucher, and that's a good couple of kills here in favor of Dignitas. They've got no smokes to cover up any kind of defuse here, so they're going to have to go in raw and just try and see if they can actually make this work.
Time to wince. AC, though, there's the flash, but unfortunately his teammates, they will be able to get the kills in the end. Now it's all going to come down to Oscar, and it's just not going to cut it. Pimp just waking up in this map, in this pistol round.
Yeah.
I mean, he actually did really well in the CT pistol as well on Overpass versus Na'Vi. He had those 3 kills with that flank off a short. So, I mean, it seems like in the pistols, at least, Pimp is doing good. But yeah, we're not out of the woods yet. What's fun, though, is that LMBT is replacing Stico, it seems. Or at least standing in for Stico tonight. And the last time we got to see LMBT, I can't remember who they were playing against, but it was on Train, and LMBT was top fragging for Hellraisers. You remember that? Yeah. So, I mean, still not going to just throw them under the bus saying, oh, LMBT, right? He's actually got some potential.
No, it's true. There's some potential there. I mean, it's at least a stand-in that's used to watching them play, you know, being the coach and all. So he's got a little bit of insight into their playstyle, I guess. We'll see. UMP currently on Pimp, and then a couple of M4s, and the one from us on MSL. So we'll see if they can hold on to it. Dignitas, they did win the pistol, and then had a rather unfortunate turn of events against Na'Vi. Be a bit upsetting for them to have the same thing happen again. Kiebu is risking his life jumping here, though.
Oh, it's so scary. LMBT is still waiting there with that scout. It would be a hard shot to hit to catch Kiebu jumping. And there it is, shot attempt. Tensky's there to actually do some damage as well. And well, let's see now. Kiebu goes for the spray. He'll get jump shot by Doja with that scout, but then Tensky still alive on the site, looking for the final kill. Instead, it's going to be Doja to take out AZ, but still, this is now pretty much an impossible situation here for Doja to come out ahead in. Bomb is dropped at the bottom of a balcony. Tensky's sitting on top of it, and well, he's just going to see if he can't catch somebody getting impatient.
Yeah, one more kill for Doja here would be great. So they got to be a little bit careful they don't give him too much of an opening. Pimp is up there, and Doja jumping out. Not going to make it work. Pimp will shut him down with the UMP. And Dignitas only going to lose AC and Kiebu, so they'll be all right for now.
And he can pass off that M4 and pick up an AWP now if he wants to, Pimp. Curious to see if he's feeling confident, but yeah, he is going to have to go for it. It has to be a key strategy, a core strategy here for Dignitas to rely on him with that AWP. Whereas Hellraisers, they're going to be able to get the buy, but it doesn't look like anybody was able to get up to that sniper rifle, so it's just going to be 4 AKs and a deagle for them. Also worth remembering that Tensky is standing in for Dignitas as well tonight, so both teams playing with the stand-in, so we might get some odd plays here and there that are not the norm.
Oh, look at that. It actually bounces up there and then just drops down right in front of Angel. It's a nice little Molotov. Tensky controlling window and ladder room, trying to see if he can make that work. And AWP on Pimp, not going to be alive for too much longer. He ends up going down. Or was it the scout? I forgot to check, actually. But he's going to pick up the kill there on Oscar, and it's a good trade early on here, still in favor of the Hellraisers. But that kill on Angel is going to change things, and now going to be a bit rougher for the terrorist side. Yeah,
nobody was really there to follow up for Hellraisers. So they've still got control of mid. Bomb is still in control. At least they've got that picked up on LMBT. But then the remaining 2 members here for Hellraisers, they have to find a kill fast. 40 seconds left. AC is low, so that's where you want to try and find it. If he's only got 20 HP, so if LMBT could find the angle, that would be fantastic. Doja takes out one, and then LMBT does take out AZ in the end. But then the man on the site, Tensky and MSL, they're holding the line for now. They've got that crossfire established.
Oh, shooting the bomb planter in the back as well. Lambert going down, grenade. Oh, go check it out. Oh, he's not going to die. That landed right in front of him. Up on the box, that would have been disastrous. Otherwise, probably already gone. Kucher still in a very bad spot here. 10 seconds to try and run and get the bomb. And he actually just lands a headshot on Tensky. Oh, that's going to be upsetting. That's not a way you want to lose a round.
Especially when you come out ahead, or at least you have an early advantage. And that was an AWP on Pimp. He was, I mean, he did have that equipment. And now, well, Dignitas, they're getting flashbacks to Overpass, Anders. What happened there? I mean, they win the pistol. It looks good. Everything's, you know, shaping up nicely. And then Na'Vi were just like, no more fun allowed.
I mean, a couple of pixels to the right, and then Grenade just kills Kucha. And a couple of more seconds, or just like a little bit of less aim on Kucha there, and that would have been just fine. But Kucha actually, last time we saw Hellraisers, was top fragging. So he actually got like 23 kills something in that match. So pretty good stuff.
Well, these guys have played before, and the last time that they played was on Train. And actually, on Train? Was that with LMBT playing then in that case? Regardless, Dignitas won. So 16-12. So right now, as it stands in the groups, Dignitas are up 1-0 versus Hellraisers, but still have some work ahead of them here in this map if they want to keep, well, at least if they want to ruin Hellraisers, if they want to drag Hellraisers down into the pit with them, because as we learned earlier, Dignitas don't really stand much of a chance of making the LAN anymore.
Oscar with a good couple of kills, and he's definitely a player to watch with that AWP from the Czech Republic. Very, very good player. I'm glad he's getting a chance to play with some higher level teams, because otherwise, I would say from the region, you're pretty gonna be stuck playing in a team with a limited talent pool, which is always gonna be a little bit tricky. Guardian had to fight his way out of that one. Nico had to find his way into that region as well. Yeah, I think Oscar is another really good candidate to make it out and play at an international level. So I'm excited to see him play right now. I think it's really, really good. Whether he will continue in Hellraisers to find another home, I guess that's unclear. But yeah, I still think it's great that he's getting a chance.
That's the question, right? It seems like Hellraisers right now at least have been a kind of like farm team, well, where they discover some talent and then that talent moves on. But for now, at least, they've got a roster. They've been sticking with it for a little bit, and it's the roster that they'll have, well, not going into the major, unfortunately for them, because they didn't make the cut.
Oh, they had a pretty upsetting loss, you're right. Ending up not making it. Well, Pimp hiding underneath here. There is a bit of a stack. 4 people right now on the A-bomb site, and Kirby down to 57. Only 1 person holding B right now, so we'll see if Hellraisers are going to bite here and end up actually walking into the site. Nice way to check it there. Molotov in. Hard check on Pip. He's forced out right into the waiting arms of LMBT, and it's going to be a double kill for him as well. They clear out the bomb site. Stack is gone, and Kirby and AC are going to be the only ones left right now trying to see if they can do a little bit of damage here. Doesn't seem likely. Wow. Nice finish to that round.
It's the eternal struggle, man. They can't get anything going for them. Hellraisers, though, you have to give them points there. The fact that they didn't just rush into a situation where they could have been caught in a stack. They took their time. They wheeled out the defense. Good use of nades as well. I mean, that's all textbook stuff, you know, that you have to... That Hellraisers also have a history with, you know, learning how to deal with anti-ecos, because they used to be the team pretty much that lost nearly every anti-eco they went into for a while. So that's some hard work and a lot of learning on their part to make sure that they pace themselves and they make use of their nades to just not run into difficult situations.
Look at the timing. I don't know if they spotted him going out a window or if that was just a blind counter from Angel, but either way, it's very cool. It has become a pretty common thing to try and do, and even some teams when they rush underpass like that will have some pop flashes ready and stuff like that. Angel just not caring at all, just tossing the grenade in. Kirby with a good return frag there on LMBT, and it's going to be down to a 4 versus 4 here. See if Dignitas can switch it around quick, or if they're going to be on a big losing streak like they were against Na'Vi. Just now on Overpass. So this is a better map for them. I really expect Dignitas to have a much better handle on things here.
Oh, and Tensky's got a flash. He's kind of changing it up. He's kind of wondering. Maybe he gets flashed in by his mate. I mean, Kirby is going to be eyes for him, exactly spotting in to see if anybody's pushing forward. So there we go. Kirby starting off, picking up the first man. And then Tensky, there's the pop. Oscar blind, doesn't get the angle, but then Tensky doesn't get the shot either. So a bit of a missed opportunity there. But still, Dignitas, 30 seconds left here for Hellraisers to get this bomb down, and they've got the man advantage.
Oh, timing. Doja's right behind him. MSL going to turn around. That was down to half a second, otherwise he could have been gone immediately. Kucha will drop him. Pimp still playing over by the toll booth here. 18 seconds as they're making their way onto the bomb site. Pimp not getting the shot. Try to see if he could get it early there. Up on the box, and Pimp, he's going to go down to Oscar. So now it's a 2 for 2. Tensky Kirby moving in towards the side. Bomb's going to go down right now. Oscar trapped behind, and he's going to go down. So now it's all on Kuchi. He gets one kill. He's got the pistol out. He spots Kirby, and that's all the information he needed. Gets the shot as well. Kucha to save the day one more time. Triple kill as well. And Hellraiser's big round here for them.
Wow. And Pim, I think there was, if we could actually get that in replay where they cross in front of him, he could have had the 2-for-1. And I think that him realizing that, there was like a moment's hesitation there where he seemed to jiggle his crosshair, not knowing which to go for.
It's like, I want all the kills.
Yeah, oh, that's painful. If he hits that shot, even just one kill there, they win the round, Dignitas, but not able to do it. And back to pistols for them. Quad deagle, though. Okay, then. And a single P250 picked up here for Pimp. Let's see if Gerby can actually get a fadeaway shot. It's not looking likely, though. Good flash there to force him off a short. Smoke goes down, and now, well, Hellraisers, they're going to be able to get onto the B site, get that bomb plant.
Oh, nice shot. Nice shot from Kerry. A second one as well. Angel and Doja both gone. The first one was impressive, but the follow-up, very good stuff indeed. And now Hellraisers are going to be a little bit confused here. Lambert and Oscar left and trying to see if they can make their way out or at least get the bomb down here. Try and put some pressure back on Team Dignitas. Sneaking his way through the smoke. There's AC finding another Deagle headshot. Lambert all alone here. He's going to go down. Kirby, third Deagle shot of the round for him, and he's going to get 3 headshots there. Very impressive.
Okay, then. Okay, then. Oh. Yeah, Kirby. Yeah, the second shot there from Kirby was really sick. But then why weren't Hellraisers just going onto the site, Anders?
Yeah. They certainly should have been a bit careful. I mean, that kill is big because it's on the bomb carrier. The second one is so smooth as well. I like it.
Yeah. Or just... Wah, wah, wah. And Angel picking off MSL. That continues. Wah, wah. But then Pip brings it back. Wah. Like, I mean, we're all over the place now. Quad kills, or at least 4 people alive for each team.
It's like the similar soundboard approach to casting, just making various noises to indicate, you know, what's happening.
The level of hype.
I like it. Should do that one day. Oh, Kirby trying to see if he could find that spray. Kirby's got such a distinctive spray style. Pimp gonna go down here. It's 2 versus 3 right now, and Kirby smoked. I'll put that smoke up there for a second. Trying to see if he can sneak his way in. A bit of a risky smoke because it could also help them out. But Tensky's going to get the 1 kill here. Kucha gets a double, and now Kirby's out of the open. Grenade might just... Oh no, it gets bound on the edge. Otherwise, that would have been it. The round would have been 1. He wins it anyway for the double. And that's going to be finally a bit of a tied scoreline here for Dignitas. 4 rounds for 4 rounds. Now, I swear, if you just anonymized everybody in any given game, I would be able to tell you every single time who Kirby is spraying. Every time. Just him.
Because it just seems like really chaotic when he sprays, right? Like the crosshair.
Yeah, and here's what's really eerie, and I told him this at the airport. Like, a really long time ago, I worked as an admin on some servers in Denmark called XPC. There was a LAN center in Copenhagen. It's a really long time ago. Probably still exists, maybe. But, so I worked as an admin for 1.6 servers, and the way we could spot people if they were like using a recoil hacks was exactly when their aim did that. It's like really, really eerie. So we were laughing about that stuff there, but 4 versus 3.
That awkward laugh from Gary, like ha 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 ha.
Yeah, you're right, Anders. That is funny. Funny story you're telling. Oh, Kirby gonna get a kill there, and Pimp to go down, and it's now a 2 versus 3. Fact is, a recoil cheat like that, I mean, it wouldn't work like that in CSGO anyway. It would be much smarter than that. What? MSL to go down, and now it's all on Kirby here. 1 versus 2, see if he can make his way out. He's going to get the bomb plant, Oscar, and Kirby does a nice headshot there on Doja. And now it is all on Oscar, see if he can steal this round away. It'd be such a big blow to Dignitas if they lose this round.
He's just waiting. There it is. Gets it. Timing just right. Kirby jumps in, but he's not going to be able to clutch it. Oscar point blank with the deagle. Just lets go. And Hellraisers, they're right back into it. And he... Oh, I thought... He did get it in the end.
He had really long fingers.
What a save.
Grabs onto it.
Tentacles. So yeah, he saves the AWP. That was a brilliant save, though. They wouldn't have been able to afford one if he didn't get that. So, and well, Dignitas right back in the hole again. No monies.
This is just not their night, is it?
No, they're really struggling. I'm wondering, is it because Schneider isn't around? Is that what's happening here? I mean, it's really brutal, the fact that Schneider isn't here, and this is such a key night for Dignitas. They've lost the first game. I mean, they really just needed to keep that streak alive, and they weren't able to do it tonight. This is just falling apart for Dignitas. So it's basically like one Danish team that will be getting that spot at the LAN, because both of the other ones now are pretty much out of the running.
Yeah, it definitely seems like it. You're right. It's starting to look a little bit scary here. MSL trying to get some shots, so he did get the opening frag, but now it's sort of reversing on them. Oscar going to take down Pimp with the Deagle here. Not afraid to use that substitute for the AWP. Kirby all the way in the back lines. Deagle in hand.
Does he get the timing right, though? LMBT is already watching that angle, though. Angel's right there. There we go. Peekaboo moment for Angel. He gets dropped down to 28. But Kirby can't get the job done. 6 rounds on the board for Hellraisers. Very straightforward approach again for Hellraisers. Not really walking into any traps. They just kind of clear out that site systematically, get that bomb down, exactly how you want to be handling an anti-eco. And no surprise to see that Dignitas, even after 1 round of eco, they just don't have the money to go for a full, well, an AWP buy. I guess that's what I consider like a Dignitas full buy, is because Pimp wants that AWP.
No, you're right. They are missing still some equipment here. I mean, there's no Molotovs anyway. They could be very useful, especially over at the B-bomb site with that apartment's entry there. So there's just a lot of stuff missing right now for the Dignitas team. What they have to rely on right now is winning consecutive rounds. They need to start some sort of bank for themselves, because otherwise, Hellraisers, it seems, are quite happy to trade rounds, and every time it trades in their favor, they get 2 rounds, because then Dignitas are ecoing and things just get even worse. A lot of control right now from Hellraisers in the middle that they've got more or less for free. Oscar just walking in here. Dignitas not challenging too much. Now going to be getting a little bit damage, and AC gets the kill. That's a very nice frag there. Going to be helping out. Angel, though, the window.
That was a scary one, man. For a second there, I thought that Oscar would actually pull the trigger on AC fast enough to keep himself alive. Kucher is going to be the one trying to bring it back. He has snuck his way out from pit. MSL is waiting up on balcony, so that could be the next fight that breaks out here. Because the bomb is making its way in towards pit as well. They're just waiting on Kucher to catch somebody getting impatient, going for a peek. This might be it. MSL steps out, goes for the spray, gets spotted. Not going to actually pull this off. Flash goes out, and this is going to be gold, and it actually flashes one of his teammates as well, though. But still, man advantage here for Dignitas. Man in the back line for Hellraisers, working his way into CT, so that could be the key moment, or the key play.
Oh, spray for a long time. MSL picking it up. Angel gonna go in the headshot there. A lot of work still to do. Gets the second kill on MSL. Are they gonna realize Pimp is by the stairwell? MSL, oh, he's already down, but Dignitas, they're gonna be bringing it back here. Pimp and AC with a kill each, and Lambert gonna go down to Kiebu, so they will barely survive. Angel with a bit of a scary run there. If he had landed that headshot on Pimp, that could have gone horribly wrong. Yeah, that's such a shame that his teammates couldn't actually... It's not like play patient. I'm sure the Dignitas are obviously pressuring them, but not wait for Angel to actually get in there and start killing before they give up so many frags that it's almost like Angel had to get 3 kills there for his team to actually have a chance in it. It's too much to ask of one man. I think that's actually very true, that he probably did have to get all 3 kills. And then you're right, maybe that was too much of a task for him there this time around. Only 1 person on A. If MSL dies, then the smokes are going to make it really well. There's only 1 smoke right now on Hellraisers, and MSL, good job on him taking out Lambert early on here. MSL going to be peeking out behind the team flashbang there, and it's looking good at the moment for Dignitas. Around here would be big for them. MSL getting a double kill, triple, quad kill before he goes down, and now it's all on Oscar, and he gets caught by Kirby. Good job. Yeah, well done. Individual play there by MSL. His teammates there to draw attention, but still, playing close box like that is really hard because you have to. It's all about timing. When you peek out through apartments and everything, or when you peek for that man in apartments, he never actually got caught, so he was always able to get that pressure on the guys trying to push out from pit for Hellraisers. So MSL, that's just individual timing working off for him very well. And so they get a full buy, and they actually succeed in putting Hellraisers back onto pistols here. So maybe we get that start here for the Dignitas comeback. If they could still finish this first half at 9-6, they've got a chance in this map. Oh, Lambert and Dozier left, and no Deagle frags happening this time around. He's going to be charging forward. Not a single Deagle headshot. It's almost a surprise, isn't it? So maybe they need some Danes on there to help him out, right? 7-6, 14th round is coming up, and we'll see all AKs so far. Not any AWP being picked up here by Hellraisers. But I mean, I think they'll be alright anyway. It's not like Dignitas has one either, and 6 rounds is usually pretty comfortable place to be in on the T side. I feel like right now it's on Dignitas to make sure that Hellraisers don't get anything more than this.
Yeah, and pretty standard fare here from Hellraisers. They want to try and split up on mid, it looks like, putting a man into underpass. Two guys at top mid. The smoke going down at top short as well allows for the Hellraisers members to get behind the boxes. And so the pressure is a little bit on here for Dignitas. And there we go, starting off strong by removing Tensky. And then, of course, AZ has to try and peek out from Connector. He gets caught as well. It is Kierby holding the line on short. He's the real threat here. If Hellraisers can clear him out, it'll be looking better for him. But still a man advantage for Hellraisers.
Flashbang over in. Bomb is kind of in the middle of the map right now. Gotta wonder if Pimp could get the frag on Doja walking back here. He will. And the bomb is now making its way back to the B side of the map. We'll see if Oscar can find an entry. Kierby usually in a good position there, but he's actually revealing it now, and Oscar's going to take him down. So now Pimp and MSL going to have to try and fight to get back in here, and Oscar on a bit of a tear. Second kill for him, and now MSL, if he could get the timing, if he could have got the kill on Oscar coming in there, that would have been big. Could have denied the plant, but it wasn't going to happen, and Hellraisers going to equalize 7-7.
You spell catastrophe for me, Anders? Oh, at least they actually have the money, Dignitas.
Actually, I have a rule about not spelling or doing any maths while the stream is live at all, ever.
I mean, at least they had that one round where they were able to just farm up versus the Deagles and build a little bit of money on Dignitas' side, but had that not been the case, man, this would have been horrendous. Only winning 2 rounds in a row. They just can't seem to get a good streak going, Dignitas. Well, yeah. No AWP for Oscar, though, actually. That's a little frustrating. Kind of hoping to see more of that opping action from him. Look at how fast he is straight up short. Tensky, does he have any idea? Now he does, certainly. Flash actually works against him. He gets team flashed in that case. Pimp and Tensky still here to stop this push.
Wow, that's a bit of a shame. It's such a cool idea from Oscar, though. There's almost no way you're going to be expecting that. If Tensky had showed himself, Oscar would have probably got the kill on him first, and it would have been a little bit different here. But Dignitas fighting back. Tensky with a good round so far. Double on him, and Kucha, last man left. He's going to go down. So 8-7. And Dignitas, maybe a slight smile at the end there, you know.
That team flash, man, that's painful.
Yeah,
because he wipes out Tensky as well if he's actually if he's not fully blinded as he comes around the corner. So that's so frustrating for Oscar. Well, now, but still, the damage is done. I mean, I don't think that Hellraisers are going to be feeling too poorly about having 7 rounds after their T half. That's a very good scoreline going into Mirage. It's still a map that we can expect to see 10-5, you know, somewhere around 10-5. So they went well above and beyond that, Hellraisers. They've got a very good chance going into this next one. And so now we get to see what are Dignitas going to do without Schneider. How is this going to impact their T side? Are they going to be able to get in here and get the damage down? Does Tensky know the same smokes as Schneider, Anders? They want to go for an A execute, for example.
Yeah, the basic A smokes, I think every pro player should know. I feel like every player should know. Whenever I play matchmaking, this always happens. Someone's like, do you know the smoke for that? I'm like,
yeah.
It's like, I should.
You know all the walk. I can throw this smoke that, you know, if you want to boost up behind it, then yeah, like, no, Anders, we need like a useful smoke
like,
here.
I know what they look like from a third-person view. Like, I watch the game all the time, but you know, I've kind of forgot how to actually throw them. Yeah, that's not a good time. Angel is down to 11 health here, trying to get a little bit aggressive in the middle. Still think it's a good idea. It's a nice thought to just try and put some pressure on here. And they've got Oscar in there as well. Angel going to spot one guy. They're all coming up underpass, and it's going to be Oscar to take a kill. Lambert as well. Oscar with a second headshot. Fighting again. Ends up dropping down, but now it is all on AC, and it is only for a second before Doja takes him out. And Hellraisers is winning a big round here.
And this is like history repeating itself. Dignitas again struggling with the second half pistol. And now, do they actually just start pounding them into the ground here, Hellraisers? Because they certainly have the money advantage. LMBT going for a Nova. All right. Oh, an auto shotty on Oscar. Okay, Doja, what are you going to go for now? Come on, Doja. Just the FAMAS.
He's like, do I try and one-up him and go for something even crazier? And he's like, I can't afford a negative. I'm not even going to try him.
Well, there's a good start for Angel, at least. They're still hanging around close. Kucher's got that P90 over by A Pit. Then he's going to get backing from the man with the shotty.
Yeah, or not. Shot at the back here. I mean, look at this. Kierby coming in with 2 big kills and Doja making a lot of noise, but so is Oscar coming through the murder hole. He's going to be going down, and now it's all on Doja here. He's got the FAMAS, but the bomb is down, and he's got no kit, and now he's down to 16 health. I really wish he would run away at this point. There's no point in pressing this issue.
Dignitas. Oh, let's see. You're right. You're absolutely right, Anders. And he might be able to get away with it. It seems like Dignitas, they've got the idea in mind. Does he get the trigger control? Does he actually hold it? Doja, he's right behind him. What?
Oh! Doja, no! He's not dead yet. No! Tensky's gonna take him down. What was that? Like, you have to be so tuned in at that point to not get that. I think Doja just automatically assumed that that was it.
Uh-huh. Not even looking. He's not even looking at the you know, we're at the kill feed or anything.
No. I think Doja metagamed himself. I think him putting drawing the knife out is probably his teammates and like yelling at him saying, "He's not dead yet, Doja. You have to go back and finish the job."
Well, that's a good way to start LMVT. Whoa, what is that? What's going on with his knife? Did you see that?
Yeah.
Give me that skin.
Custom painted.
Clearly. Well, Dignitas, they breathe a sigh of relief. They've survived. They should be able to get up onto this A site and get that bomb plant down.
Yeah, unleashing MSL as well, going into the CT spawn with that P90, just wrecking people left and right. Nice long-range shot from Doja there. Trying to go for it again, doing some damage here to MSL, but Kiebu, it was Angel's right behind. They've kind of got Kiebu boxed in. Nice headshot. The bomb is on just down. This is doable, but the flashbang's going to help out a little bit here. Angel going to go down, and Doja, he couldn't really do a lot to help out. Otherwise, Kiebu was actually trapped in there. That could have been a round.
I think that was the whole point of Doja taking that initial fight with Kiebu, is to try and create an opening there for Angel to get the backstab in. Doja now, he might... they still succeed, Hellraisers. This is an excellent eco for them. Yeah, that's all they're going to get, but they still get 3 kills out of this. So Dignitas still going to have to spend way more money than they would have liked in the next round coming up. Hellraisers, not quite to the point where they can buy yet. They're going to have to eat another eco. They can't possibly go for a buy. That would be suicidal. Oh, HEs. Maybe we'll get HEs to top mid, though. That's an option. I like it. Quad HEs from Hellraisers.
Yeah.
And, everybody going window? Oh, just 2 and 2. So, wait, there's a third one. Okay, well, come on, guys. Make up your minds.
Well, if only they could have saved them. Doja does have his. It's going to bounce in. Does a lot of damage for one of them. They still have one on Kucha, but I'm not sure it's going to find its way there in time. Dignitas are on the bomb side. It would have been good fun, though. Kucha has his, but they won't be able to do it. Bomb has been planted. Oscar. Let them all run out.
It's been 10 days and they still don't know.
Yeah, they just think he's like part of the kitchen supplies in here. Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
buddy. There we go.
Really good job.
He guaranteed his op now.
Get that money. Get the Mag 10 as well. Make sure Pimp's a little bit frustrated. He's hiding underneath it. This is a great job. He's going to put up a grenade behind him. Is he going to realize where they are? Maybe if he could force someone else to blow up with that bomb, that'd be good. It looks like that's going to happen. Oh,
MSL stepping as well. Yeah, there it is. Oh, does this actually work? Oh, come on, Oscar! No!
That is so close.
That was sick. The murder hole, man, nearly lived up to its name.
I wonder what would have happened if he had gone for slice, slice, stab. Could he have backed off quick enough? I mean, if you had sliced and you're crouching, you're not going to be that fast, are you?
What the hell happened to MSL's gun? What happened to his Zach 10?
I don't know.
He tried to go for a knife to get through the murder hole faster? I don't know, man. Oh, that is... one knife is still good. And yeah, we can see Oscar, he's got his AWP this round. Pimp has got one of his own, and now, well, they're going to lurk their way through the smoke. This is sheer insanity. Dignitas, big risks, big plays. That's what it's all about, and Tensky drops LMVT.
Now look at this. They're just running onto the bomb site here. Nobody even dying for Dignitas. A lot of speed behind them. This could be a big turnaround here in the second half, favoring Dignitas quite a bit. Angel going to go down, and Doja kind of in a bad position right now. Going to take down MSL. Reveals his position to Tensky. Either way, he was going to give up where he was in that corner. So 12 and 8, and Hellraiser's money now back in a pretty poor position. So it may actually be that the Danes are somehow going to find their way out of this, in spite of a pretty tough first half.
Well, the Danes, I mean, granted they are playing with stand-ins, but the Danes, they seem to beat Hellraisers more often than not, Dignitas. So it would be just like Dignitas to say, well, our tournament hopes are over, but we can still screw yours up, right?
Yeah, why not, you know?
Well,
As long as you're not the only one losing, Semler, that's the thing. That's exactly the mentality.
Right. Kucher's going to dodge that Molotov, so this is actually not too bad here for Kucher. Right on the edge of that smoke. Doja realizes he's in a hot spot. Doesn't actually pick a... He actually takes a headshot onto MSL, my mistake, but still, man advantage. Kucher, though, with the backstab. 2 kills for him, and he could get another one, but will get rushed down by Pimp. And it's a 2-on-2 now. Can they actually get the bomb plant, Dignitas? That smoke is going to clear in CT.
A couple of shots being put up right in front of Oscar. Angel's over there on the other side. He has the deagle. Maybe they should try and trade pistols here. Oscar going to be a bit of a distraction. Angel right behind him with the deagle. Still no bomb plant. It looks like it should be favoring Dignitas here, all things considered. Kind of like how Kucher... Oh, nice shot there. See if he can get another one. Jumping with the deagle. Oh, no, he gets the kill. Pimp going to go down. Angel taking care of business. And that's going to be Hellraisers winning a round after all. A lot of credit to Kucher as well. I feel like basically Kucher, he like made a move to avoid the Molotov and Doja jumped into one. He was like, yeah, fire. I'm ready.
But where is... What's going on with this new Deagle, Anders? It just seems so ridiculously strong now. Just headshot after headshot coming through, and that time around, Hellraisers will benefit. Oscar gets his AWP again for free, and he takes a lot of damage from the fire, bro. Get out of the room.
Maybe, maybe hashtag new dig. Oh, look at that. That's the smoke again to top connector. Where did they throw it from?
They threw it from T-spawn. They must have.
Either that or top mid. I really need to see that. I'm gonna have to go back and check the demo. Either way, AZ spraying crazily through the smoke, already connecting with... Oh, there's the shot. Oscar down to 15. A little bit painful. Kucher gonna go down to MSL. And Dignitas, if they win this, they're gonna reset the Hellraisers economy and probably get to match point or something before Hellraisers can even do anything. Oscar gonna go down as well. Lambot inside the bomb site here. A lot of targets coming his way, and he can only get one, leaving Doja and Angel.
But the backstab, this is it. Angel's got the key position here. Kirby has no idea that he's about to get stabbed. And Doja pushes through in connector, and now Angel's working close. Doja wins the duel versus AC. Angel with the element of surprise will take out Kirby, and it's going to be the 1v1 now versus Tensky, who is going in from connector as well. Bomb is not planted for him. So Angel, once he realizes this, he has no kit to play with, though, so he has to get the kill. Time is running out. Deep nade in, and then Angel, no heroics this time. He gets shut down, and that is pretty much... Well, not the end of the story. Hellraisers did win an eco after all, but yeah, it's still just not enough money. They'll have to eco once and then go for the force buy in the next round.
Yeah, it's actually more money than I thought, but they're right. I forgot about the fact that they have that little bit of a bank there. So, yeah, they'll have another chance here, but it is getting a little bit scary. Things don't have that much money, so this game is not decided yet. There's still a couple of things that can change right now. I guess we'll see how far it's going to go. Doja with a bit of a spot in the middle. Angel already down to MSL. A bit of a hiccup here on GoTV as we wait to see if we can get the game back on track here.
It's earlier than usual.
Yeah, not sure what that's about. If it's the right kind of hiccup or not.
Yeah, there is.
Oh.
Jesus.
I mean, just the fact that it two-shots people at, like, close range or at, like, it's a body shot is pretty impressive.
Super scary. I mean, really, really scary.
Bomb has been planted.
Well, obviously going to be around for Dignitas here. There's not a lot that they could do, Hellraisers, except maybe trying to run away with a couple of rifles if they can.
Scavenge. Well, they'll lose Oscar, but still, AC's fairly low. Still, great long-range duel there with Doja. All he had to do was land the first shot. Doja didn't have Kevlar, so easily done there for AC. 14 rounds now on the board.
They're all died exactly on the same spot in the middle there, just every single person. Good times. 14-9, and AWP on Pimp, and Doja on the other team. He's going to pick up an AWP without any armor either, so... Did he spawn in any particularly good position, I'm wondering? Because... Otherwise, I'm not sure if that's the best move that Doja could have done here. Alright, 3 people on A, 1 on B, and then 1 on Catwalk. So just not really controlling middle, that'd be a bit much to say, but keeping an eye on things. As Dignitas is setting up for a bit of a push here towards the bomb site, and that's going to be a problem now. Lambert trying to see if he can stay close inside the smoke as Angel goes down. He's going to be all alone Once the smoke fades, he's going to come charging out and missing every single shot.
Yeah.
AC, I think, just AD'd his way out of like 7 bullets.
No, I think KRB just slams Doja and Kitchen, so now it's Oscar. Well, Oscar, there isn't really a whole lot he can do. Pimp has the AWP, he's holding the angle, he's going to be able to pick off Oscar as soon as he rounds this corner. Yeah, spots him out at least. And then Oscar's actually going to be the one smoking, like, please stay away.
Yeah.
Please, don't take my shiny M4.
So good wallbang is coming out. It's a shame he wasn't walking forward, but they're coming up behind him as well. He doesn't have a kit, so there's not even any chance for any like fun ninja diffuse or anything like that. Gonna be in the corner, but I think at this range, I think you're gonna probably die up here as well, aren't you? Oh, right, only 55 damage, so pretty decent. And gonna be a good double kill there for Oscar.
He makes it expensive at least, but that doesn't change the fact that his team are gonna be force buying on pistols pretty much this round. Maybe he can drop a FAMAS for somebody. There we go, Oscar. Making use of that 3,000 that he had at the beginning of the round. But, yeah, this is pretty much Team Dignitas just rampaging right through the Hellraisers' defense despite their best efforts. I mean, it really just kind of like heroic rounds were what happened for Angel and Hellraisers. Yeah. Nothing much past that.
Just a bit of an update as well. Schneider's saying on Twitter that he couldn't play today because of family reasons. So it's nothing like you know, too suspicious going on, because people were doing a lot of different like theorizing about what might have been going on. But shout out to Schneider for being amazing, and yeah, our condolences as well. It's gonna be down to the last round here potentially of Hellraisers. They really don't have a lot to do it with. And Angel and Lambert already going to be going down. The Scout only got the 1 kill. Doja with a headshot on MSL. And now it's down to Oscar and Doja 2 versus 3 right now.
Yeah, Flashes go raining in, but he does manage to make his way past. Pimp hasn't spotted anybody in Connector. Yeah, he might get the joy. There it is. Kill onto Oscar, who tries to make his way upstairs, and now it's going to be down to Doja. 19 points of health. And Kierby will find that last kill. So another very decisive victory here for Dignitas over Hellraisers. Last time it was 16-12 on Train. This time it was what, like 16-9?
16-9, yeah.
So yeah, actually, Dignitas, they really did much better than I thought they would, honestly. I thought it'd be a much closer match.
Especially given that first half where it was a little bit of a bump in the road, I think, every now and again. 7 rounds, I think it was, for Hellraisers on the terrorist side, so that's usually a pretty good sign. But again, I think Hellraisers are heavily affected by these continuous like switch ups. Bring in Oscar and Stiko, then Stiko's not here. Got the coach playing instead. Yeah, it's just a little bit too much chaos right now. So they need to find a way to settle that. Otherwise, it's really going to come back to haunt them in the future as well. Still, I mean, Mirage, I guess like Dignitas are the better team overall. So went kind of how we could have expected, but you never know.
At the end of the day, you know, that's one of those matches where it's like who woke up on the right side of the bed.
Yeah.
And, you know, LMBT standing with Hellraisers.
Who gets the most deagle headshots? That kind of thing.
And Angel did Angel had some good deagle rounds. Just wasn't enough this time. Just wasn't enough.
No.
So what's our next match? Our next match is going to be Virtus.Pro Fnatic, Anders.
You're absolutely right. And that's going to be a little bit interesting, isn't it?
Well, I mean, bit controversial with how things panned out yesterday. With the Virtus.Pro Fnatic match, with players DCing and then things still getting counted and just like what?
Virtus.Pro took how many losses yesterday? Like some of them in overtime as well. That was painful.
Yeah.
Hard day yesterday. On Cash as well this time around. That is a little bit interesting actually.
Is the match going to be? The map is going to be Cash. I mean that's going to be a lot of fun. Fnatic though, Fnatic on Cash. I mean, it seems like Fnatic right now are still kind of shifting everything around on all the maps, trying to figure out what's going on. Yeah, because like there's still a little bit of tension between Robin and, or rather, Flush and Pronax.
Yeah. Well, I guess we're gonna find out, because you're right. I mean, Fnatic have been looking a bit shaky. VP, I don't know. Everyone is like, again, like the gravity of that major tournament is now impacting everyone quite heavily. So I guess we'll see if it's going to be like a strange match. Either way, it should be a lot of fun, I think. On Cash, best of 1 game and all that stuff. If you've missed any of the action here tonight and wondering what the scores are, go and check out the Score Esports and download the application on iOS or Android, or both, if you prefer. And check out the articles as well. Yeah, it's right down there.
I feel like I'm doing Thriller sometimes. You know, just like...
You can do Thriller if you want. That could be a thing. You know, we need like those shoes with like the nails in them, so we can do like the leaning.
Oh
and stuff
yeah,
like that.
buddy.
Right.
You know, I'll just like lean myself off.
I feel like without practice, there's a pretty good chance we would just like put our faces right into the floor, but still. All right, that's going to be it, ladies and gentlemen. Next game is going to be coming in 5-7 minutes, and we'll be back with Fnatic and Virtus.Pro. It's going to be a great game, so stay with us. We'll be back soon.
Terrorists win.
Back once again, ladies and gentlemen, here. The match finally coming up. Not sure what the delay was, but we should be good to go now.
Well, I think the coaches were arguing vehemently to be allowed to play.
Oh, yeah?
Because each team had their coach in a player spot, you know, Vugo. Maybe they talked some smack, needed to settle things.
Cuban in there. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking that might have been it.
I want to see Vugo play at some point. I feel like he's got some potential there.
Well, he's got the skills to make the kills. What I see is full Kevlar across the board for Fnatic right now. No subtlety here.
Wow, okay, Pasha, this is going to be a real test by Ali there. Pasha hitting their headshot. They're shutting down Fnatic right now. Olofmeister finally with a bit of a reply, and Ali's going to go down. JW coming in from the vents like a superhero, trying to help out quick. Snack's going to be running through the smoke. It's what he does. He's actually hiding right at the edge, but they're going to find him. Flusher with the kill. Neo going to go down, and Fnatic bringing it back. Now it's all on Taz here. 1 versus 3.
Yeah, this is ridiculous. Oh, Taz, he tries to do the best that he can. He gets the headshot onto JW, but how, after Pasha gives them such a strong start, do Virtus.Pro not close that out? Fnatic are just godlike. And I guess, JW, you're right. He is a superhero. His timing couldn't have been better coming out of the fence.
Yeah, that was good stuff. I mean, it's pretty impressive that Ali and Pasha even pick up the first 2 kills. Sort of a shame that they can't follow up on it. So Fnatic off to a good start here. 3 AKs, 2 MP7s, and they're up against armor and pistols, except for Ali and Snacks here.
Neo, he's still there. He's going to be able to take out JW, one of the longest spray battles in the history of CS, and somehow we've turned this into a 2-on-2 situation. Make that 2-on-1. Olofmeister got pissed off and took Snacks out. Taz is still waiting around, seeing if he can't find somebody trying to hop into vents. He heard the vents go off. Double nade, but luckily for Taz, he was standing close enough for those to go over his shoulder.
I wonder if they saw him sneaking in there. Olofmeister certainly set up pretty much perfect for it. Bomb is going to go down, and Taz can't finish the job. Would have been great if he could have got the kill on Crims there before the bomb drops, but it's going to be it. Fnatic surviving the round. A bit of a scare, though. They lose 2 AKs, and that's still a little bit painful.
Yeah, that's a bit too expensive. Olof is sitting right on the edge of an AWP, though. But he's going to go ahead and just go straight for the AK. Not going to skimp, not going to mess around. JW is the AK man, although... What is this? Olof's like, give me my gun back, Olaf. Pronax. Like,
a bit of little frustration there. Snacks trying to put some shots through. He's eerily close to getting a headshot through the smoke there, but Fnatic see if they can avoid walking into the stack that's going on in middle right now. 3 people there and just 1 person defending B at the moment.
Well, they don't seem to want to give up here, Fnatic. They have Olofmeister boosted up. He's going to be looking to sandbags, and oh, there it is. Nicely done. Taking out Snacks. Giving this team the man advantage. There's still 2 players on short. One's going to be in link very soon here. So it's all going to come down to the timing, and, well, everybody's just hitting shots on Fnatic's side. No messiness this time. They get the job done. It's going to be down to B-Ali. And initially, Fnatic looked like they wanted to go B. But then with all those kills on A, they realized free A site. Thank you very much. Free plant. No problem. And B-Ali is now left all by his lonesome.
Yeah, and it's a good job on Fnatic that, first of all, they haven't lost anybody yet, but Crims has picked up 2 kills with that SMG, so that's going to give them some of the money back that they lost in the previous round. And by Ali, if they could find him here as well, Crims would be a really nice kill. He's kind of low on health, so maybe some backup is called for. By Ali, not going to hunt him or anything. Really not much of a choice here, but yeah, Fnatic be somewhat important here for them to actually not lose too many more people. By Ali doing a good job taking out Flusher here.
Yeah, Flusher. I guess that's fine, right? Because it's Flusher with the MP7, Crims with the MP7. Those are the guys that are challenging. It's not Olofmeister or JW who had AKs. So at the end of the day, you're going to be giving more money to Crims. He's sitting on 5,100 now. Sure, he's going to be upgrading. Crims isn't the kind of guy who just sits onto an MP7, like holds onto an MP7. Really, Crims?
I guess so. Yeah, these are the sort of risks that you can take if you're feeling really confident. Fnatic are used to being in that position. We'll see if it's going to pay off here. It could definitely backfire on them. There's no doubt about that. Pasha playing close to mid, grenade up once, and exchanging a bit of damage here. Crim's already running through, trying to check out everything. He's not really scared of losing the MP7, I guess, but his life might still be valuable. Pasha gonna spot him out. He gets the kill, but Crims has taken down Snacks before that happens, so still a 4 vs 4 here.
A nice nade onto Pasha there to bring him low, but Neo sprays through the smoke in mid, takes out JW. Man advantage again here for Virtus.Pro, and Pasha is still alive. He's actually going to go for the push straight through, and he catches a man off guard. Long fight there, and it's going to come down to Pronax. He's going to be able to hunt Pasha down, and he even spots out Neo, who's playing from Link, and gets that kill too. Oh. Pronax with the 2 key kills to open the round up for Fnatic.
He did that classic Counterstrike 2 tap at the end, and then like the first bullet doesn't hit, the second one is a headshot. Like that looks so good whenever it happens. Pronax saving Fnatic a bit actually with that double kill. Now it's up to Bialy and Taz. Bialy in the back of the bomb site. Backup is pretty far away right now. He's actually going to have to get a couple of kills here on his own. He's going to get the one in. Still got some bullets left, but can't finish off Flusher. Taz, if only he had like a Molotov or something, that smoke's going to make life really rough on him. Tries to charge through, out in the open, and he goes down. No chance there.
They work so well together as well, Fnatic. They lose Pronax, and they're just so quick to push behind that. They don't give Snacks any room to work with. Or not Snacks, Bialy. I mean, they don't give the man, we'll put it that way, any room to work with on that site. They're just so quick and aggressive. And it looks like we have a pause coming in. We've dropped a player, and that is Snacks, actually, getting dropped out of the server. So hopefully he'll be able to get back into this soon. Fnatic and VP are just thinking to themselves, not again.
Right, so one of the ways in which VP play this CT side, and sometimes with a lot of success, is having Neo open B-bomb side, and just doing that alone. He's playing so that he can get a lot of information, and they have some pretty good control middle and A, and they just play around that. Problem is, because they just lost that round, they're not going to be able to buy an AWP anytime soon, and that's going to backfire a little bit on them, I feel like. So, like, right now, VP are in a little bit of trouble. They might even sometimes go for double AWP. Yeah. Sometimes they have Snacks hoping somewhere else as well, so...
It's true. It's been a long time since we've seen Pasha pick up the AWP for VP. He seems to just only want to focus on his rifle. Used to be the main AWPer. But now Fnatic, again, this is a round where Fnatic are just going to be able to farm up. As we can see, Crim's still going for that MP7. So it's going to come down to the next round for VP, and if we do see that double AWP, they're going to have the money for it. So we'll have to see what the strategy is going to be. But as far as they're concerned now, no shenanigans really for VP. Leaving mid control wide open. Not sure if Neo spotted the boot there on the box. But Pasha might be able to get a little bit of a peek. And he's actually going to take out Olfmeister. That was such a great kill.
Right at the edge of the box, and there's Neo shutting down JW. Just pinpoint accuracy coming out here from the Polish team. It's going to be Crims eventually getting the shot on Neo. Taz by the squeak door, but it does make noise when you open it, hence the name. So you've got to be a bit careful about the timing there. Bialy and Snacks are coming in from other sides, and they're doing some damage and distracting. Can actually Taz make it out? Grenade in the face of Snacks, and Taz has not found a target. I think they know where he is as well. So even if Flusher and Crims are low, it's not going to be easy. And Pronax defending. Oh, he goes down to Snacks, though.
Oh, this is godlike. This is so big. Now, can they get on Flusha? Flusha is nowhere near this bomb defuse. He has to realize this. No kit for them to work with. He's just going to go leaping in. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1. And the pre-fire around the corner is going to do it for Flusha. He saves the day for Fnatic, but way too close. Way too close for comfort. He even lives through the round. Okay, then.
Wow. Yeah, if they had a kit, that round would have been over 2 seconds earlier, and that would have been easy. But the lack, and then also Flusher just realizing the timing there, so pretty good job on him.
Well, Anders.
Yeah, there's a double AWP. Neo and Snacks, and expect Neo to be playing in the B-bomb side, so this, I think, should be a really, really good chance for VP. Oh, actually, Neo playing middle, that's interesting. So maybe a bit of a switch up here for VP.
Seems like it. That was a great shot, but then Neo decides to go for more, gets hungry, and he's actually going to get picked off from short. So JW boosted up right now, brings it back to a 4-on-4. And well, now VP, they have to start wondering exactly what they want to do. Again, they give up mid. Then they're going to try and just consolidate the defense. Flusha not going to hit that timing right to pick off the man in CT. That was Pasha. And Taz, is he going to fall prey to Olofmeister, who's waiting up in A main, boosted up in those boxes? There's the second AWP chiming in, and they still don't know that there are 2 AWPs on this map, Fnatic. I mean, there's only a single one now. It doesn't seem like anybody wants to go and pick up Neo's AWP, but Snacks opping is a threat.
Taz gonna get that frag in there. Now Flusher and JW. There are a couple of people behind here. Snack's picking up one more, and Flusher gonna go down. Triple kill. Could they save the AWP as well? They've got both of them still alive there. So I'm wondering if anybody, you're right, it's a good bit of a question if anyone from Fnatic picked up on the idea that one of them was down, but they still had one. I am interested because they actually had Snacks and Neo in the middle from the beginning. It's just as only Neo was peeking and Snacks was staying a bit hidden, so...
They have to know now because they got that man up onto the box. They got a man up onto short.
Yeah.
And Neo's op was on short, right? So he would have seen the op on the ground, and then Snacks still opping would have basically tipped it. So now Fnatic have to know that there are two ops on this map. And they go for the force buy here. We can see Pronax taking a little bit of a step back with that CZ75. Rest of his teammates going to go for the AKs, and Crim's very quickly up here into Squeak. And I thought he was going to try and set it up for his teammate. Because sometimes you can have like the one guy who opens the door, the other guy is already peeking. Those kinds of situations, but that's just not the case this time.
No mid control at all for VP. They had 3 people stacked in B initially. Now they're rotating back towards the A-bomb site here. Yeah, and it's going to be a complete slaughter right now. Olaf with 2 good kills, but he's very low on health, and he's in the backside here. Surely just going to be a matter of time for a grenade lands.
Yeah. The dunk. And Taz with those sexy shadow daggers. It's like a rave. We've all been invited.
I still don't know what the shadow daggers exactly are for.
Look at that. Like, I mean, as soon as he starts running, he's going to start punching the air, right? It's going to be in the beat with the music.
He's got the fades as well. He didn't last time.
Oh, he's not punching. Come on, Taz.
He switched up. These are the rainbow daggers that I was complaining about last time.
Exactly, dude. That's what I'm saying.
Bialy had those.
They all have
this like
daggers
the rainbow dagger era that we're entering.
Those daggers get around.
I feel like, I don't know. Again, just leave me alone with your rainbow daggers. Gonna be double deagle going in here from Fnatic. See if they can find an opening. Olaf takes a peek once, and Snacks, maybe he realizes what's up here. I mean, we've been talking about this a little bit. Should you give the deagle player a chance to even take these shots? Snacks gonna be shot in the side of the face, not by deagle. Gonna go back for the re-peek. Olaf is up there, and again, this is a risk to take. You don't need to take it.
Oh. Well, Snacks gets dinked low. People are taking damage here. Neo down as well. 3 players. Sub 20 HP here on Virtus.Pro's side, and Fnatic haven't taken any damage yet. They're just going to go rushing out onto the site. They overwhelm Neo. Taz is taking damage as well. He does get 1 kill, but Pasha only able to trade up 1 for 1. Deep nade, though, is going to catch out Pronax, but it's not good enough. It's still 3 players alive here for Fnatic. They have 2 rifles to work with. They have control of the site. It comes down to the retake now for Virtus.Pro.
A lot of Molotovs in this site. They're all stacked on the bomb site, which is horrible for Fnatic. That's not how you want to play the afterplant here. They're sort of in the middle of those Molotovs, but VP trying to get their way in, but they're going to be losing a couple of players here. Bialy spraying 1. Crim's still right behind. He's got a deagle in hand, trying to see if he can force it out. Bialy jumping up. He's going to get the frag and the round. It is really scary. It could have, I mean, it was way more expensive than it should have been. Still a great round for Fnatic.
He did have the fades. Okay. That was the important thing, actually. I wanted to see if Bialy had the fade knives.
Yeah. It's just Taz joining in. Rainbow daggers. God damn.
This is going to be like the whole VP theme, isn't it? Everybody has to have fades. No matter what no matter what knife it is. Yeah. Well, let's see. Regardless, that was an excellent eco round for Fnatic. 4 kills for them. Bomb plant to go with. And Pasha, how does he actually win? Well, Snacks gets the wall bang onto JW, but still, how does JW not pick up that kill onto Pasha at the beginning?
Wow, that's pretty sick from Snacks, just taking him out. Saying, wait, you had a fight there? You can just quickly calculate. What's that gif with the guy with like who's like frowning and like all the numbers in front of him?
Yeah,
like,
I know what you're talking about.
That's Snacks just like doing the calculation quickly, getting that perfect wall bang. 5-3, and I would say Fnatic are in a fairly comfortable position. Maybe not necessarily in this round, but just overall in the game right now. They have a good shot of taking a pretty good first half here.
This massive rotation from VP, though. 3 players. There were about to be 4, but now they're starting to realize, wait, we have left the B side open. We're not exactly sure where Fnatic are coming from, but for a second there, Virtus.Pro were convinced that this was going to be an A hit from Fnatic. Now, though, 2 players here in mid for Fnatic trying to find an angle. But Virtus.Pro are just making them sweat. They're making them waste so much time. 30 seconds left on this clock. Fnatic, this is it. They have to be able to just start pushing onto this site right away.
20 seconds. What's the plan here, Fnatic? I mean, one misstep in this push and they're going to lose time, basically. 15 seconds now. Grenade bounces in. It's going to hit Pronax, who has the bomb, and that's a problem. Olofmeister going to go down as well. And now Taz running up behind here. 8-7 seconds. See if they could do it. Crims has picked up the bomb. Can he get it down in time? He will be there just in time for the plant. Still a 1-on-3. Grenade going to be out here, and Pasha survives with 1 health. Come on. One more piece of shrapnel, and that would have been it. Crims now all alone behind the box. He gets the first one, goes for the seconds, out of bullets, pulls out the Glock, and has a little bit of time to reload. Byali trying to see if he can make his round. He's on the left-hand side, right-hand side, sorry, and Crims looking for the shot. He's going to miss the spray, and Byali would have maybe gone down if he could have been just a little bit quicker there. Crims are going to be the round for VP, but they're surviving with just a couple of members here every time. VP, their economy is not going to be that good.
How stressful is this? Exactly. Every time it seems to be coming down to a 1v1 clutch situation. Crims nearly pulling off a 1v3 in that situation right there. I mean, this is getting unreal how close. But look at the money right now for VP. They just don't have anything because of how close these rounds are. Fnatic as well. They do manage to get the force with the rifles, but no AWP here for JW. Just seems very odd. He doesn't really seem to be having the biggest impact with the AK right now, so you kind of want to see him get that sniper rifle. Instead, it's Neo. Neo with the AWP for Virtus.Pro right now. And he has kind of taken it back, at least at the beginning of the round. He took it back over to say hi to... No. Am I misreading this? It looks like he's over on the A site right now, Neo.
It's so hard because we're watching in 720p, so
yeah, I know.
Those numbers on the minimap are really hard to read somehow. Either that or we're getting very old.
It could be that too, Anders. But it's alright, because we're getting old together.
You know, retirement home playing Counterstrike.
You know it, bro.
Doesn't sound too bad. Byali picking out one and Flusher through the smoke. Great defense here being put up by VP. And Snacks with a headshot. And this is the round that VP need. One where they don't lose anybody. Fnatic have lost someone entirely from the server, in fact. So we're really going to have a bit of a pause here. That's going to tie the scoreline at 5-5. And we're starting to get sort of a real game on our hands here. It's nice to see VP are waking up right now and actually putting up a fight.
Yeah. That's the key thing. Now they're showing that they're actually capable of grinding out rounds here versus Fnatic. Where it was a bit dicey at the beginning where Fnatic just seemed to be this unstoppable wave that just went crashing onto bomb sites, wiping out everything in their path. Now Virtus.Pro are actually bleeding them. They're making them work to get onto these bomb sites. They're making them use a lot of their time. So here's a little bit of the confidence check for Fnatic. It was going so well at the beginning of the half, but now that it isn't, you know, they're going to be able to stabilize once again. This was just godlike, though, from Byali. Look at this double kill. The second one, that's just knowing the angle. Knowing the angle perfectly, even if a smoke is up, he doesn't even have to see it. One problem here that we have is that JW, maybe this is what's prompting the force buy, because he died before the round ran out. He doesn't actually have his loss money. So Fnatic might just sack this guy and just say, you know what, JW, we didn't like you anyway. Run in first.
Glock, no armor. Wow.
All eyes on him.
Can you even get a lot of intel at this point? Or are you just going to get shut down?
If there's a, I mean, I'm surprised that they go so early on. There you go. That's why those HEs have been going in there pretty regularly for Virtus.Pro. Pasha only going to be able to trade 1 for 1 though, so that's not too good. There's still a man advantage here for Fnatic, but then considering the state of JW.
Oh, Snacks flashbang through, spraying down all three. It's a quad kill. Snacks destroying Fnatic, and that's going to be the round. One simple maneuver. And JW, we were just talking about him on the other team. He's going to have some appreciation for that kind of play. That's going to be like a nod, you know?
I'm just admiring it. Yeah.
It's JW to go down first as well. Yeah, that was beautiful.
With 1 AK clip as well. You're not allowed to make any mistakes. I was actually getting a little concerned with him with how long it took to spray down JW. So the guy without Kevlar actually the hardest to kill. But Fnatic, this sets them back. No bomb plant this time means that they actually have to go for a round of pistols here rather than trying to force up with the rifles. What I was saying, though, is I'm surprised that Fnatic keep going to boost, even like JW with no Kevlar, just because VP are so consistent with the HEs, the Molotovs to boost. They just seem to be taking so much damage at the beginning of the round, Fnatic, just from that one spot on the map.
Well, all of a sudden, it's looking quite good here for Virtus.Pro. About to take another round. Crims and JW don't think there's a lot they could do to stop this. And now VP are also starting to have a bit of a bank going into the late stages here. I mean, if this finishes 10-5, it's a pretty even score for the first half.
I mean, 10-5. I'd still say 10-5. Like, yeah, you want to be seeing 9-6 at the very least. 8-7 almost these days on 50-50 on cash. It seems they're about as close as you can get. So I mean, Fnatic need to start waking up, but they've been expressing just how frustrated they've been with their game in general recently. They're not the immortal selves that we expect to see. They've shown that they're mortal. They've shown that they can actually lose maps. So there has been just a little bit of frustration on Fnatic's side, despite the fact that it's like that's what's crazy about this team. It's like, okay, you win. You're the first team to win 2 majors. You're the first team to have 3 major titles, and yet you're still frustrated with how you're playing the game. It is a little bit. They're struggling a little bit to reinvent themselves, it seems.
I feel like this is more like I mean, this has to be like a Rocky kind of case. I feel like they're boxing left-handed right now. It's like, yeah, oh yeah, we're wounded and limping away, follow us. It's, you're going to get the kill any second now, and then, they're just going to come out swinging at the major. Like, that could be happening here.
If any team
I wouldn't, if I was against them, I wouldn't trust them at all. I'd be like, yeah. Let's just continue to prepare.
Look at the patience right now. Bialy with an aggressive. This isn't a spot that you see too often, honestly, sitting on top of the box, or in front of it, rather. That could be brutal, but there's the flash out into mid. Smoke wall has gone down, making Virtus.Pro think that this is going to be a B split, but instead they go charging straight up over the smoke. Nobody in mid to greet them. Taz still alive at Forklift, and they're still waiting to push in there because they lost Crim's Fnatic. They're down a man.
Yeah, it puts a big slowdown on everything. Taz picking up a second kill. JW is in a great position in the middle. If Taz wasn't being a maniac and killing everybody in this bomb site, it's going to be a quad killer now down to JW, and that position isn't worth nearly as much. Taz, one more hit. Bialy steals the ace. Is this real life, Bialy?
Bialy, come on, honestly. Do you really need to take that shot?
Yeah, that was not necessary. But I mean, look, if the push onto A is successful, then JW's position is just amplified. It's so good. Oh.
I know how that feels.
Yeah, stab him with your rainbow daggers. I mean, that'd be a good use for them.
Well, they go back to the double off now for VP as well, so let's see what's going to happen here. Because Fnatic, they do manage to get the force, but they do seem to be struggling quite a bit. Snax has taken up position over here in Connector. Does not get the flick, though. That's the kind of shot that's necessary here. Neo will take out Pronax, but that was over in A halls. And in the middle right now, there's a bit of a back and forth happening. JW and Flusha. One of them's dead, one of them gets a kill. And while Neo continues to reign supreme in mid, this is just, like, Fnatic, they keep having these big explosive starts at the beginning of the round, and then Virtus.Pro just seems to grind them out of the round afterwards. As soon as you get past, like, closer to that minute mark is where it starts to get very tricky, it seems.
Well, this is an interesting round. The difference right now for Fnatic is huge, as they can pick up just another couple of rounds in this half here. It looks like they're about to be making a bomb plant. Olaf is, oh yeah, please, look it down to the ground. Is he going to plant it in the secret spot? Look down to the ground. I really need to see if he's put it down. No, he's put it on top.
Oh, he messed it up.
You can put it between the beams there, and if you do that, it's actually really hard to spot. I made like a whole video trying to talk about it. Olaf, please. Couldn't even give me that. JW going to be walking up behind here. The timing is perfect, and Neo also thunder-footing away inside that bomb site. So now it's going to be up to Bialy, trying to see if he can clutch this. Molotov already out, and Olaf not even going to give him any chance. We could have got way more out of that round, but Olaf says no.
I guess Olaf will take the win instead of being fancy Anders. He was fancy enough.
Yeah.
He just didn't go full fancy. There was, that would be pretty cool. I don't think we've ever really seen it work wave. Have we?
No.
Pro match?
I mean, it's not
a very common plant at all.
No, because you need like a really special kind of control to be able to put it down and like, yeah. It's all theory crafting, but still, I kind of wish we could have had a chance there. Taz hiding in the corner. Smoke is up, and Pronax going to be gone. It's the last round of the half, and great start here for Taz with a double kill. Neo with the flashbang that actually worked on the other side of the container, and it's going to be up to Flusha and JW now. 2 versus 4. JW going to go down, and Flusha now 1-on-4, trying to spray, but Snax will finish the round. A double kill for him. 9-6 finish, and actually a pretty even score overall, I would say. Very open game at the moment.
Still is, yeah. Still is. Fnatic are not going to be pleased, but this is definitely, considering the start that they had, where they just looked like they were going to just railroad Virtus.Pro. 5-0 at the beginning of the half, and then Virtus.Pro showed that they could definitely grind rounds right back. They brought it back up to 5-5, and from there, Fnatic just seemed to wilt. You know, they didn't really get anything done after that. A single round after that initial streak. It's not going to be very good, you know, for Fnatic standards, right?
Oh,
yeah, we're going to get that Snacks replay again. And he flashes himself in as well, so it's just... Like, this guy is truly the master. And then he had a... Okay, so he actually had some help as well. He had a follow-up flash coming from a teammate.
Yeah, Crims had a hard time sort of replying. Even if he had, I mean, probably would have still been enough, but that was very, very impressive. And exactly the sort of play I feel like we identify with Snacks. And it's only like a couple of people who... Snacks JW, Happy is one as well. There's a couple of players like that that really excel at playing like that. And lately, I would actually say Carrigan is like switching more and more to that kind of style as well. So there, it's like yeah, it takes a special kind of mentality, I suppose.
Well, let's see. There's more nades at least on Virtus.Pro than there was for Fnatic. Fnatic had full Kevlar. VP go for 3 guys with full nades actually.
And 5 decoys.
How is this going to set up? It's just like decoys all over the place, but Fnatic could not care one whit about those decoys. They've actually got 4 players on this A site right now, Fnatic. This is ideal for them. This is the best case scenario, but already trading frags. Total slaughter. Bomb gets dropped out in the middle, and JW still alive. Needs to find this headshot versus Neo, and he's going to just get caught. Drop down to half HP.
Oh, Flusher going to pick up a kill there on Neo. It's great work, though. JW using that smoke so well to get a reload in and not getting killed. Otherwise, he would have been gone if that smoke hadn't been there. Now it's a 2-1-2 here, and Snacks and Bialy, they've got good health, but no armor at all. Snacks trying to take a fight early on. It's really dangerous, and JW has rotated all the way around. Long rotation for him, but it might pay off here. Looking for the shot. Going to take down Bialy. Snacks now in the back lines. They're going to have to get a bit close here. They don't have a kit currently picked up. Flusher going to get the kill. There should be enough time for the defuse as well, but it's a little bit scary. Actually, the kit was on JW, so Flusher...
Sweet Jesus, Flusher.
He's 100% sure. He's going to get it as well, but I mean... A little bit scary.
You can see JW as well. He's like, I got the kit, bro! And Flusher's like, no, I need the points.
Yeah.
Give me the points for the defuse.
Good job, Flusher, man. That's what it's all about.
And it's all about getting to the top of that scoreboard, and that's where Flusher's sitting right now. Even with Wolfmeister having 16 frags. But then that's got to be based off of the second half, so...
Well, those scores are always like really poorly reflect who's doing well.
Yeah, wonky.
9-7 at the moment, so that pistol win there for Fnatic could have a pretty big impact on the game. See if VP can bring it back quick. They've got no armor. They did put the bomb down, so we're going to try and buy in the upcoming round instead. A couple of SMGs, including one on Pronax. Picks up the first frag there. And Neo to go down, and JW just there to get some information in the middle.
And Fnatic currently playing for retake on A as well. Olofmeister, just a single guy holding back all the way at CT truck, making sure that nobody's going to get out unnoticed. But Fnatic right now, they're definitely worried about getting too close quarters, it seems. They don't want to be at risk of running into some kind of like A smoke executor or just getting picked off with a Tech 9s or P250s, anything like that. JW peeks out into mid, takes out Pasha, and now all 3 players here for Virtus.Pro just gathered up on this A site. They will be able to get that bomb plant, no problem at all, because it's coming out from Squeak. Although, he's not going to be fast enough, Wolfmeister. I thought for a second that he was actually going to be able to make it there in time.
That would have been good fun. Taz all the way in the back here. Put Snacks on top of his head to try and see if they could look over there, but that did not work out well, and so nobody dies on Fnatic's team, but we'll see each of the SMGs pick up a kill. Obviously, Fnatic know with 2 bomb plants that the buy is coming. Question is if they hold on to the SMGs or not. One is going to get traded out, and Crims, he held on to it on the C side, and I mean, it makes even more sense to actually do it on the CT side, so why not?
Yeah, you get close, play close mid, get up into, well, it's all about finding the close angle, essentially. And in B halls, it works as well. If you get a flash in, you can close that gap, that distance really quickly. Or you can play super aggressive with your teammate JW. And JW manages to pick up 1. Pronax is there, double MP7 play, and they actually make it work.
Not too bad at all. 4 versus 3 right now. Fnatic getting the better of that exchange. And the bomb also dropped over here, so Snack's going to be a little bit careful. If he wants to sneak in and try and pick it up, then he doesn't know if they're still there and looking. Taz trying to be creative and maybe distracting them a bit over at A, but right now VP, they've got plenty of time, but they are spread out quite far across the map. Fnatic have just gone back and played extremely defensively.
They've given up all that ground. But you can see just by how carefully they're having to clear out these angles. Snacks, he's worried about somebody being left behind to lurk. So they realize now, Virtus.Pro, it seems like they're getting an idea of where they might want to take this. I mean, Snack's still kind of hanging around in mid, and yeah, they're going to go out through mid, try and keep Fnatic guessing. And Flusha, no joy. What a shot from Snacks. Headshot just slaps him, and now into a 3-on-3, and it's still wide open. VP, instead of trying to head over to the B site where Fnatic definitely think they're going, they're just going to wrap right around to A.
Look at the smokes that Snacks just knows by pure, like, practice. It's not a very common smoke to be throwing like that. Olofmeister is going to get the kill in the last couple of bullets. Snacks goes down as well, and Pronax to finish the round. Still, that's all just, like, very cool. Triple kill, in fact, for Pronax. If you remember, Snacks, I think, is the only player so far that we've ever seen, at least that I can recall, that threw that really, really cool smoke on Nuke from T-spawn, where he's running out of spawn. Yeah. So lots of people would throw that smoke, but Snacks is the only one who never stopped. Like, he would just run and, like, count in his head and throw it, and it was so beautiful. But, yeah, so, I mean, yeah, I could talk all day about how much fun it is watching Snacks play.
Snacks, he's got it. When he's motivated, that's the main thing. That's when he's coming up with all these kinds of clever plays. He can be that mastermind. Very quick play here from Virtus.Pro, though. They've managed to just take over mid with 5 players. This is an eco round for them, though, so not the best firepower to work with. Kind of wondering if Crims is really going to take the risk to try and push into connector, though. Neo, he's waiting right around the corner. This is lethal range. No, he's got the Glock, so still, he could pick off Crims if he has the element of surprise.
Yeah, he'll do slightly more than tickle him. It's going to take a while still.
Thought perhaps that he had the PT-50, but...
Oh no, they line up for JW, and he's going to get a good couple of kills there. Neo also will go down, and no chance at all. It's still a nice move by Neo, I think. I mean, it's still a good idea.
And now the money is getting there right there for Fnatic. This is where it starts to get fun. Where the pressure starts to mount on Virtus.Pro. Because they cannot let Pronax get out of control. If he's sitting up at 7,000, 8,000 for Crims, an additional 5 on JW, like, it is looking fairly healthy over here on Fnatic's side, and that's going to mean less pressure on Fnatic to actually perform. It's all about VP now in this one round. And they're going again for mid, it seems. Early boost, Neo with the op. But it's Snacks instead, not Neo who's boosted up. Where did the Neo go?
Got the op still hanging around somewhere. Trying to see if he can make his way up through middle, it seems. Molotov up and playing right at the edge of the smoke there. JW trying to jump up and look over it. In fact, that's a pretty clever idea up on the railing there. He's going to end up going back, though. Took a bit of damage and doesn't want to push the issue too much. Counter boost coming up from Fnatic to try and see if they can clear that out as Olofmeister goes down to Neo's AWP. JW going to fall in Crims too. Pronax. A little bit of a battle coming in from behind, and Snacks goes back to kill him, but even then they could have just ignored Pronax. If they wanted to. If they really wanted to.
If they really wanted to, yeah. Snacks is feeling it. He's got his blood up, though. But what a crazy position to take as well, coming in from CT, jumping up onto the box on short like that. Not every day you see that, because you're so exposed. You're there, and if there's 2 guys there, likelihood of you actually making it out alive, pretty slim. So Fnatic trying to go for the big plays, and it really didn't pan out for him at all. And this off of just VP having a very aggressive approach, just what the gang, I mean, just the rush straight up short like that, everybody there. And they did the exact same thing that actually they got punished for by JW in the last round. Rinse and repeat.
Now, what's the scoreboard like for Fnatic at the moment, I'm wondering, in terms of money? They've got some here. They've got a bit of a bang. That's good news on them, but otherwise they would have been in a bit of trouble. Look at them. Look at the score on Snacks. 22 kills. 19 on Olof, 16 on Taz. Pretty good stuff here. Yeah. JW, a lot of assists.
He's having trouble. I can't really seem to like lock down those frags, right? He's got 8 assists.
Yeah, well, maybe he's had a change of heart. You know, lately he's like, I'll be the team player. Because usually his role would be, you know, the Lone Ranger type person, just off on his own. Olof here, easy kill on Snacks, trying to entry on that B bomb side. Olof gonna push behind and take down Taz as well. Very unlikely reaction to getting that opening frag there, but definitely catching VP a bit off guard. Nice flick from JW. Not gonna be an assist this time around. Pasha gonna take down 1 for a double, but Bomb is still trapped down here, and as he goes to peak, Crims is gonna finish it. 10-11. Close game still on our hands here.
Absolutely. But yeah, this is again This might be a force buy situation here for VP. I'd be pretty surprised if they didn't go for it, actually. Snacks, Neo, yeah, Bialy, they all have enough for rifles. Everybody's got enough for the fun toys, so they're going to actually commit. Taz is going to be the one, Tech 9, Kevlar, and Single Flash. They want to keep the pressure up on Fnatic because they know, Anders, that Fnatic right now, their bank just got tapped into the last round. If they can win this round, they can do a lot of damage to Fnatic. There's the fadeaway shot from JW, not going to connect, and he misses the flick as well, so has to give up the ground in mid. And again, VP, they just brute force. It's just like blunt trauma straight to the face. Fnatic just don't know how to deal with this mid push.
Pronax playing very close and able to hear a lot of what's going on, and Snacks is trying to see right past the smoke here. Pronax putting up another one, but Snacks is actually hiding in that corner. Pronax, no idea what's happening. Smoke's gonna fade, but Pronax is quick that time. Wow, looked like Snacks should have had the advantage.
Oh. Yeah, Flusha though, just off on the timing, over commits to the peak. Now Pronax is going to be waiting here with DHE. We'll see if he gets the angle right. He can actually dunk it onto whoever's trying to plant in the back. So plant happens. Pronax. He thinks it's a default. Does do some good damage to Taz, though. And instead, before I can even finish the sentence, Olafmeister gets caught on his backstab. So now it's a man advantage here for Virtus.Pro holding on to the site. They've got all the points covered. This is almost a situation where Fnatic, they should be thinking about backing off to save their guns.
Oh, Pasha could be getting a couple of shots through if he's a little bit lucky there, but not going to be treated as such. Neo, that was just a scout that he had, so nice headshot on Olafmeister. Otherwise, missed the shot. He could have been going down instead, and that would have maybe sparked a comeback for a retake for Fnatic here, but it's going to be 11-11. Score is going to be tied once again, and feels like it's been a while here in the league since we've had a really tight game like that. I mean, we've had overtime yesterday, but still, this is turning into a good game between these two top teams. And VP are really low in this league. Like, they're in, what, 8th place or something right now, I think?
And it's not looking to, I mean...
Set 8th or 9th or something?
The problem is that VP right now, they've got 6 losses to their name. So that's why they have to be fired up in this situation. There's no... Like, 6 is the absolute limit. As much as they can take. If they go up to 7 losses, it's going to be so hard for them to make the land. So that's why they're fighting tooth and nail versus Fnatic. We're sitting second in the league with a 9-3 scoreline.
Double up on JW, and Scout still on Neo. In spite of them winning the round, they're going to hold on to that, not upgrade too much. Snacks in here. Not sure where that Molotov is going to land, but they've got one for the vents anyway, which... be a little bit annoying to Fnatic here. Pronax can actually run through to try and help out. A brave choice.
Shots here. Pronax flashed white, but then Crimson Olafmeister are there to pick up 2 kills in mid. Flusha still alive. No joy for him, though. He gets overwhelmed, but he drops Neo down to 7 HP. And into a 3-on-3. Bomb is making its way over towards the A site, though, and there's still Crims. This is perfect, though. Getting that kill on JW over on the B side is going to force Crims to rotate over. Olafmeister even rotating as well, and that actually leaves the A site perfectly open. And Taz, it's not like he's waiting too long either. He follows right behind them. He gets the bomb onto the site. He's going to be able to plant default. And now, well, Fnatic, by the time they realize this, it's going to cost them so much time.
I mean, they will know as soon as the bomb goes down to the other side, because they're close enough to hear if it was B. But are they going to realize that Pasha's here? Actually, Crims comes through. Pasha, good discipline there. Picks up one. Should be the second kill. Oliver's up there. Pasha wants to bait out the shot, but eventually just going to take a triple kill for him. Really nice job there. I mean, so many things working out that round for VP. 12-11.
Oh, man. And now Fnatic are going to be the ones where their economy is not solid one bit. I mean, they have JW with 4950. He could go for the hero op right now if he wanted to, or the tilt op, however you want to call it. But VP are the ones who are just sitting pretty. That's very smart play, very solid communication coming out from VP, knowing how to play out that situation and just allowing for Pasha to just go for the full lurk. No joy yet, though, this round at least.
No armor, not even any kind of grenade. You know, they're pushing 3 people now, 4 into A main. Why wouldn't you have a pop flash with you? I feel like it's a bit of a mistake. They're making a lot of noise here, and Taz is going to be going down by Ali. Overwhelmed. It's a legion of Swedish people coming at them, and the bomb is here in the middle. Neo going to pick up the one, but I think they must have seen the bomb there. Neo going to just grab it and trying to see if he can make his way out as well. really important that he does.
And the timing for Neo to back out and pick up that bomb as well. Fnatic have got to be kicking themselves. They could have had an opportunity there to just stop Neo in his tracks. Pasha with a long spray, and oh, this bait. Think. Boom. Oh. JW makes it past, though, in time, and he's going to get a kill. 1v2, though, Olofmeister. He does have an AK to work with. Perhaps Virtus.Pro don't quite realize where he's coming from, though. And this could be a free shot, but Neo reacts in time, takes him out. Thought for sure, though, that JW would be taking a big chunk of damage from that HE left from him in Vents.
Yeah, a little bit of a scary round there. I mean, if they find the bomb a little bit earlier, maybe they just swarm it, and then VP have to go back and try and find it. But right now, it's 13-11 here. Still looking good for VP. Another 3 rounds, and they will take a big win against Fnatic, and could get a little bit interesting. All on JW and 1 on Neo.
Who's going to win the duel this time? Neo has been very consistent all match long. And he's going to take it over towards A, hoping for some kind of aggressive peek. Fnatic, though, they've been really favoring the B site with the aggression. The B hall tunnels. Olofmeister is kind of dancing right on the edge. Shots through, and he sneaks his way through. Neo has no idea. Free kill for Olof, and he gets out, but Taz is waiting in Squeak in time to get the punish.
Yeah, but now they're going to realize there's another 2 people back here. Molotov in, JW has to move, and this is a big problem. He's going to be running out, and he misses the shot. He's on fire, and he dies. Spyali going to crisp him in the corner, and now Crims, important shot on Snacks there. That bomb is not being put down yet. Byali trying in the corner. Pasha, a very critical frag there on Crims. It's now 2 versus 2, and they're trying to get out to safer positions. All on Flusher. He gets the 1 kill and 1 bullet on Byali, and it will be enough.
Flusher used to be the king of clutch. This was when he excelled in these 1v1 situations. He'd have the reactions, he'd have the timing to get it done. But right now they're playing a game of Ring Around the Rosie. Byali just waiting on the site, and he gets the instant headshot as Flusher just comes charging around the corner. Flusher, even with the life lead, with the advantage that he had there on the HP bar, just decides to be very blunt and run straight at him.
But he also had no kit, so I think he was almost forced to try and eventually just stomp in there. What a round. That was really back and forth, and Olof with the perfect kill, but then ran right back into Taz at the Squeak door there.
Yeah, that did seem perfect. Unfortunately, no joy, and wow, man, Fnatic, they're really struggling at this point. This is not looking good. This could be shaping up to be their 4th loss in the league. Just because, I mean, VP, it's an eco round here for Fnatic. It's going to put Virtus.Pro up on match point, and then 4 match points after that to lock this down, to lock down this map. I mean, it would be a humongous win for Virtus.Pro to actually take out Fnatic. This is one of the teams that you absolutely, have to beat in the league.
Coming off of a day yesterday that was pretty awful for VP, and all things considered, some pretty tough losses that they had to take there, and see if they can change it around here tonight. Neo going to take down Olofmeister. Crims, last man left. It's about to be match and map point here for Virtus.Pro. Fnatic, no, their economy is not that great either.
Yeah, this is not going to be pretty going into the next one. If we could bring up the scoreboard actually real quick. Just to take a look. I mean, well, they're going to get maximum. So, no, this is actually still feasible for Fnatic. They're going to get max amount of money at the end of this. They still have some money in the bank. So, I mean, they'll be able to afford everything they want. But what do? Do they try and go for some kind of double op play, something that they haven't really attempted yet? Olofmeister and JW, perhaps. Hell, even Flusha could go for the AWP. Do you want to try and shift things up that way, or is it going to be just aggression somewhere on the map? They've got the money for whatever they want at this point. One of them could even have got a negative if you wanted.
I'd like to see a negative.
If he was feeling brave enough.
Hey, negative could be a weapon that can actually work on cash. There are a lot of wallbang spots, so.
True.
Yeah. Next level. Oh, Taz up and over pretty quickly here. A lot of grenades, a lot of movement in the middle for Virtus.Pro. See if they can finish this game quickly and not let it drag out, which is always dangerous against Fnatic. If it goes to overtime, they could just easily run away with it. So let's see. Pronax, very active, pushed all the way out of B, and he's got a friend with him. So Pasha's now in behind them. They've actually traded places. Crims outside, but now Virtus.Pro have the B bomb site, trying to see if they can get this kill here. JW going to take out Pasha, but what a strange round.
Yeah, this is all over the place. And VP just so quick to get into this site. Neo's going to get that smoke down on CT, but is he going to be able to hit the flake? No, he actually doesn't get the follow-up on the P250 either. Point-blank shots, though. It's turned into an all-out melee. And just like that, Flush is able to pick up the one. It's going to come down to Taz, and Crims is there in the B halls to shut him out. They have a kid as well, so they just barely have the time for the defuse here, Fnatic, but that's way too close. The all-out aggression from VP, though, it's just crazy how fast they are getting out into mid and just slamming onto a site.
It's not every day you get to see a round where the CTs go aggressive in B and then they get flanked through the vents and they just trade swap places. Very, very odd game or very odd round there. 15 to 12 though, and AK's still a bit of money still on VP, so they've got some room to work with here, but if they don't close this game soon, they could end up losing just for lack of money.
Do they go for more of an execute this time? No, Olaf, yes. There we go. A little bit of an aggressive angle and a free shot, and he spots the bomb as well. Good information gain. He's even going for the wall bangs. Oh, Bialy just makes it out in time. That would have been sick from Olaf. But Virtus.Pro right now, I was about to say they could still try and find a way in here, but JW picks off Neo from mid.
Yeah, with that kind of frag now, 3 versus 5, things are looking very tricky. They miss a shot. JW sort of not bunny jumping in the traditional sense, but more in like the almost like Fnatic sense. Gonna end up getting downed by Pasha, but it's gonna be by Ali all alone here. 1 versus 3. Gonna see if he can make his way in. Grenade out though, and Pronex will take him. So 13-15. It's getting very close now, and the money for VP, where is it at? I think Bialy had some money, yeah, almost 8,000. So he could definitely drop, and I'd pretty buy here if I was VP. I would just try and go for it because there's no real reason to eco.
Yeah. And I mean, they just need that one round, and they've been playing so aggressively, so I mean, it still plays into their advantage. I mean, AKs and a single guy with the Tech 9, that's fine. That should work out just fine for VP. They don't really need Neo to be sitting with the AWP or Snacks to be sitting patiently with the AWP. I mean, they choose to go for more of a pick kind of style in this round here, spreading out across the map, waiting to see who's going to be attacking from where on Fnatic's side. They put 2 guys into B halls early as well this time around, just to make sure that that aggression would at least be contested. But yeah, both of these teams now, they're getting so close, Anders. Neither of them wants to make the mistake. Fnatic know that if they win this round, and that if VP don't get a bomb plant, it's so close to being overtime. They will be able to pull it off.
Yeah, that must be what's at the back of their minds right now. A little bit paranoid, I think, is VP, that there might be a boost going on there. Instead, it's going to be a bit of a trifecta on the B bomb side. One guy playing on site, 1 vents, 1 checkered. So, oh, actually, JW is going to be down and out. And maybe a bit scary. That might actually give an opening to VP if JW gets himself killed here, sneaking through, and Bialy's waiting on the other side. And that's going to spawn or spark the push coming through here.
Yeah, he would have seen the bomb as well. And unfortunately, nobody is checking back checkered. Crims is on the back of the site, but Pronax is waiting behind the boxes in checkered. He's going to have that perfect timing. They walk right into a huge crossfire. 3 angles to worry about VP, and they just get shredded. Nothing going their way that time around. And they're thinking, sweet, JW is just doing JW things. He pushes through the smoke. We get a free kill. It's going to be perfect. And they walk right into the trap for Fnatic.
And that was just a bit scary, you're right. That was almost like a trap, and Fnatic all taking turns to peek, so it's almost impossible for the VP members. They were sort of in a 3-way crossfire in there. It's going to be 15-14 here. A real chance for overtime, as we've got a couple of Tech 9s and not that much more here on the VP side.
Multiple shots there. Now, if they actually make this happen, VP, this would be just the hugest mess up on Fnatic's part. They have the superior firepower. They have everything they need to shut this out. Great flash to start, though, and Flusha just barely makes it back behind headshot. Flashes, however, going out for Fnatic. The anti-flash is buying all of the time, and this is just a complete and utter shutout. VP, 2 rounds running, they try and go to the B side, and both times Fnatic have the perfect defense to deal with it.
So that means we're going to go into overtime here. Very exciting and a very good comeback for Fnatic, who had a bit of a struggle to actually get back to this spot now. Big question is, what happens here? Because, I mean, Fnatic are a team that are traditionally, like, they're very good once they get to this stage. So they have the experience for it, and usually it also seems to spark, like, an extra amount of confidence on a Fnatic team. You know, just like, yeah, we got this.
It just seems like for the 2 of these teams, it has to be overtime, right? Every other match nearly that we've had in the Pro League seems to be very, like, pretty much a more, you know, a one-sided affair. But between Fnatic and VP, yesterday we saw overtime for them on Train. And today we're going to get overtime on Cash. I suppose once you get up to that rarefied atmosphere, top of the pack at least.
Yeah.
Even if VP are sitting nearly at the bottom of the group.
Yeah, but if you look at like world rankings and stuff like that, it's definitely they're usually somewhere up top. Well, you know, HLTV put out their world rankings, and TSM is #1.
That's true. That's true. Which is interesting because they haven't won a major.
Yeah. You know, that sparked some controversy.
Yeah.
I guess we'll see if it's going to hold true or not. It is 5 AKs right now on the VP side, and JW in the middle with the AWP. Overtime here, which means we're looking for the first team to 19 rounds. Starting money is 10,000, so on the CT side especially, you could definitely run out if you start losing too many rounds.
Exactly right. That's why it's so important here for Fnatic to come in strong. Just keep up that momentum that they had in the regular time. Just manage to carry that over here into the first half. And into this first round, they still have a good nade count going into this as well. So, Virtus.Pro, they haven't put too much pressure out. JW, I thought that Snax would catch him running the wrong way, that the timing was going to work out perfectly. But instead, Snax is waiting to use a Molotov. And a bit of a missed opportunity there for Virtus.Pro. Little do they know, of course.
Look at this forward position for Olofmeister. I mean, this is denying a lot of map control for VP. They're trying to see if they can make the web highway, but Neo is already down to JW, and Olof is so close in main. He could be sneaking around here. The bomb is out on the other side, and they're going to be trying to do like a two-way crunch onto the A-bomb side. But Crim's in a good position. Gonna hear them opening the door. Snax picking up 1 kill, flashbang out. Taz gonna get shut down immediately. Crim's turning around, but there's one more guy in here, and that's Bayali picking up a big kill there on Crims, who was just a little bit reckless. Still gonna be a 1-on-2 here for Snax.
Yeah, the main issue is that they had no idea that Olofmeister was still waiting around in A main. And so now, well, that's going to make things a little bit tricky here. It's Snax. He's got the bomb, at least, and he's going to be able to get the plant. So he has that bonus money, but then he eats an HE nade to the face, gets dropped down to 30 HP, and Olofmeister locks it out. 2 kills for him in the round, and a very important round win here for Fnatic. But at least they got that bomb plant for Virtus.Pro, so it'll maintain some of their funds here going into the remaining rounds of this half. Yeah, that's just chaotic, though, Anders, right?
Yeah, that could have played out so many different ways. It's absolutely true. And they had, I mean, Olof had a really good grenade, but there was one before that, I think, that was put out. So, you know, it's kind of like a bit unfortunate for Snax. He got double naded.
And well, now, yeah, this shouldn't be too much of an issue now. But I'm curious to see if VP just try and go for that mid crush again. And Fnatic are trying to counter that as well. HE's going out. They do manage to dodge it, but Pronax is right up under drop so quickly here. He should be ready for when they go jumping across as well. There is a crossfire, and he doesn't actually achieve anything.
Well, I think maybe a bit of panic on Pronax then. I feel like maybe if it played that one a little bit more cool, he could have actually stayed in a good position. Some nice damage being put up by Flusher, and Olof coming out from behind once again to drop Snax. So 2 versus 3. It's still working out right now for the Fnatic team. Taz and Bayali, now would be a good time to come up with a big clutch.
Yeah, this is the big moment here for Olofmeister. They're going to go for that boost, but Olof, he's in the perfect spot. If they come walking through towards the B halls, Olofmeister will be there to just basically cut the legs out from under him. And Flush is still waiting on short. Does he realize that somebody's been boosted up? There is a push in A main happening as well, and that's Olofmeister. He's actually waiting over in the B halls still. He's going to be able to take out Taz and get that bomb control. And now it comes down to Bialy, who's stuck in the triangle of doom. This is possible for him to clutch, but he had to hit that first headshot right there. Because everybody from Fnatic was still kind of split up.
Yeah.
So he might have been able to, you know, if he gets the first headshot, then he can work on that. But yeah, falling to the first guy, no joy.
17-15. 2 more rounds for Fnatic, and they will have made a very impressive comeback. Being far behind, back into overtime, back into a win. Kind of crushing for VP, considering what happened yesterday. I didn't even think about that, but if they take another overtime loss here, I feel like that might almost be too much. Pronax gonna get 1. They keep trading back and forth, and it's working out good right now. Virtus.Pro, 3-on-3 is gonna favor that terrorist side, even if Neo's a bit low here. Still got the bomb almost in control here, so we'll see if they can draw it back. They need at least 1 round here on the T side, and look who's sneaking up through through Squeak all the way around the map. It's Olive again. He's hard to control.
And he gets the angle on Taz as well. And Bialy might very well be stepping right back out into him. Taz, though, so thorough. Peeks. But still, Olofmeister able to find the 1 kill. Gets traded, though. Bialy's there to quickly pounce on that opportunity to shut down Olof. But Crims could get into sight fast enough. Nice turn there from Bialy, turning away from that flash. He's actually going to get the 2nd kill. Now it's going to be down to JW. Gets the flick, but misses it in the end. He had the opportunity.
I mean, for a minute, that definitely looked like he'd hit it. So, the thing is, they're both low on health. I'm wondering if JW knows he's got the C-Set, so that would actually be a better weapon in this case, and a Molotov as well. Molotov gonna go back here. There's a really good shot that he could actually do this. It's gonna go down, forcing one guy out. JW, they gotta be careful they don't line up. He's gonna tab the bomb once. There's the 1 kill. Picks up an AK by Ali. 21 health on the other side. Sprays through. JW gonna get both the kills, and that's gonna be the round. He clutches it, and Fnatic 3 rounds in a row on overtime. That's very impressive.
Unreal clutch from JW, who's been just a little lackluster throughout the first 30 rounds of this map. But then in that one clutch, that was just perfect. It's so funny, too. I'm laughing over here because he just taps the bomb. He needs a rifle. He's like, ah, great, thanks. Gets an AK. And then Bialy going for the spray, gives away his position. A surprising lack of patience on Virtus.Pro's side, actually, because every time it was an instant reaction. They weren't waiting to see if JW was going to stick the bomb. You would wait a couple of seconds, but they just pounced every time. And Virtus.Pro, man, they just gave it up right there. JW, great cool under pressure.
Yeah, I mean, they might just be a little bit tilted on the fact that they are, that they're now so close to losing another overtime game, and then, I don't know, these are some really rough days for the Polish team, I feel like.
Oh, the cheek.
It is a nice boost, but there's nobody anywhere close. JW takes a bit of damage, falling all the way off the ice cream truck. Bit of a shame.
Yeah, it twisted his ankle there, it looks like.
That's usually when you get ice cream, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Or in the hospital, right? Oh, Snacks. Is he going to get another chance? No, because these aren't smokes that are going to be followed up. Fnatic, they're still waiting around A.
They are the classic smokes for a mid-take, usually into a sort of B split, but Fnatic just putting out initially. Now they are slowly starting to try and see if they can contest mid a little bit here. Snacks is thinking about going back around the corner. Jump over from JW. A little bit aggressive, ends up going down.
Quick reactions there by Snacks. Gets the full flash on the second man, but loses the duel to Pronax. And now a 4-on-4 here for Fnatic. Neo takes out Olofmeister, that was over in A main. And now the bomb kind of hesitating for a second there. It looked like it wanted to go towards B, but they're working their way back towards A here, back into mid with that bomb. So it could still go up in defense if it wanted to. A lot of this comes down to who's going to find the opening. Flusha, B-Halls, picks up the first man. And this might prompt them. Yeah, bomb is going to go ahead into checker. They're going to back up onto it. And now the second man here on the site needs to hit the timing just right. And he's going to do just that. Bialy holds his own. And this is definitely looking like Virtus.Pro are going to be able to wrap up this round. First round, key round of their CT half has been locked down for them.
Yeah, the best VP could do right now is getting to overtime. And that would be 18-18. Then we'd have double overtime. Otherwise, it's not going to be looking too good for them here. And Fnatic obviously still with the money. Even without the bomb plant, they're going to be alright. JW a bit low, but the rest should still be able to put some sort of rudimentary buy together. And Orb still on Neo here.
Yeah, Orb
31 kills on Snacks. And 31 on Olof. I think they're tied right now.
Looking, yeah, 31 on Olof, you're right. He's got one more assist as well, so.
Oh, wow.
Olof, speaking of which, Neo's going to find him first. To start, JW, though, gets that timing onto Snacks, but then Pasha's there in the vents again. This is just, it's always going back and forth in mid. It's so hard to tell who's going to come out ahead, and full flash, Pasha takes the duel with Pronax and wins it.
Very important now. It's 2 versus 4. Flusha and Crims left, and they're each going to pick up a kill in a matter of seconds. That brings it back into a 2 versus 2. Virtus.Pro, what just happened? They had this round now. It's going to get a little bit more tricky. Taz up on the high ground. Smoker not going to quite connect up there. It's going to be down on low ground as they rotate the bomb back out. And VP are still buying this, and Taz taking a bit of damage, so they don't have any reason why they would fall out. Now they must have seen Crims back off, and that's going to prompt at least a bit of doubt in their mind. But now Flush is all the way over here. He can get the bomb down, and this is going to get tough now for VP.
He could even work his way into CT. Virtus.Pro are only just now going to realize, wait a second, what a juke. But then they take very standard positions here, actually. Flush up. Not knowing how close the Virtus.Pro members were, how well their trick had worked. He's actually going to be playing for quad. Catches him with the nade out in his hand. Neo does get the nade off in time, and Taz out in the open. Picked off by Crims coming in from A main. Another overtime map and another overtime win for Fnatic. This is going to be insanely frustrating for Virtus.Pro now.
Yeah. They're going to need a little bit of revenge at some point, I feel like. Those have been some rough days here for the Polish team.
Two losses, man. That pretty much, I mean, that's, 7 losses now for Virtus.Pro in the groups.
Might be too much, a little bit too much to handle.
I think so.
Well. The evening is not quite done yet. We do obviously have more coming up. Still SK playing Dignitas. Danish action coming up. No idea what lineup SK are going to have.
Well,
I think they only have 3 players in their roster right now, so...
so it's going to be hard, because hopefully they can find somebody.
Play 3-on-5. I'd play if they asked me. I could do playing and commentary at the same time.
But can you get on their ESEA roster, Anders? That's what needs to happen, bro.
We've got the contacts. We can make it happen. Reverse engineer that stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like it's possible.
Okay, guys.
Pay the right people.
Well...
right, so we've got... Actually, we're a little bit past time, so that game's still a bit late. So I'm not really sure. It's probably going to be 5 minutes until we're back, guys. Before we go, remember to go and check out the Score Esports and catch up with all of the results and all the articles over there as well. Right there, Android and iOS. So if you have a smartphone, go and do that. Maybe a tablet.
Yeah,
anything like that.
Anything, I guess, You
could do it. Download the application.
Brick phone or something, I don't know.
Is there anything else you can download apps on?
Your watch now.
Oh, yeah, smart watch. Do that. Do you know you're going to have a smart watch at some point? Man. Smart glasses?
Yeah, man. Like actual, just I can wear these glasses and I'll just get projected on the back. Yeah, that's what I'm waiting for.
Built-in wall hack. All right, we'll be back in a second, guys, with the SK and Dignitas. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be Dignitas and SK. 2 Danish teams playing against each other. One of them has been a little bit handicapped by the fact that they've got a couple of new players playing instead of the old ones. So Config is out. We've got Sandin, and then just call him Magic Boy, because I'm not buying this Danish spelling of magic, which is if you're going to go with this name, then don't call yourself Boy also. Choose one or the other. Don't mix the two.
What do you mean, Anders, though? Maybe he is a magical, I don't know. I don't know how to get this
Well,
going.
you pronounce it then, because I could do it.
Magisk.
It's a really good try. Tensky playing inside here on the Dignitas side. They are the favorite team right in here. SK have not won a single game yet in this tournament. We keep emphasizing it to make it even more painful for them. And it is going to be down to a 3 versus 3 here. Still more than a minute left in Pimp. Trying to see if he could get a kill crossing there. Shooting a little bit at Vasilian, I think that was. But he's inside the side, actually. And AC trying to see if he can hunt him down. Bomb is dropped now, and Dignitas trying to see if they can go for this retake. AC and Pimp, the 2 heavy hitters, still alive right now. Oh, the CT silent. Freeze going to pick up an important kill there now. It's down to AC. 1-on-1. He gets a headshot on Cadian. Freeze, the last man left. AC does not have a kit, so this game is very painful for him to play. And Freeze has already won the round. There's nothing AC can do any longer to win this. And Freeze, he knows it. Gonna get the kill, but nothing else. So good start here for SK Gaming.
Yeah, and he lives through it, AZ. Alright, alright. Well, yeah, great start. It all came down to Pimp, really. If Pimp could have got that kill onto Freeze and Checkered, that would have made all of the difference. Also, Freeze had like one of those glorious, just surprise, moments where hiding under the vents, and the guy just goes charging through. I don't think that was Kjærby. And yeah, just some unfortunate turns of events there for Dignitas in that retake. But SK, they're off to a strong start. They're looking good. Triple HE as well here for Dignitas. So where are they going to put him? Straight into mid, where there's nobody.
Absolutely nobody. SK, Kaden up there on the container on the other side, just laughing at him, saying, thought he was going to get me that easily. Great flashbang. Bit of a shame he didn't commit to it, but he's going to get Pimp anyway. Going to get MSL as well. Kaden, I think, definitely has some promise within the Danish scene, but has never found like a good home. Now 5 versus 3. Hazy with the jump scare in the back line. This has been proven effective a couple of times by none other than MBK.
Mm-hmm. He was the man. He was the man, NBK. He'd find every abusive spot on the map and just make you hate his guts. He was so good at hitting jump scout shots. SK, though, they figured out what they need. They've got the info. And they're just leading the charge. Magisk Boy. Just
call him Magic Boy.
I think that this guy, this guy's bringing some great qualities to the team. Magisk Boy, it's, well, we'll see how it pans out. If it's magic or if it's sorcery.
I mean, here's the problem. When you create your nickname at some point, you're just some random person playing on a random public server. You don't think about the fact that, hey, what if one day I do want to play professionally and get casted on like some international, stream? Then, maybe my nickname isn't going to make a lot of sense. People just pick whatever they feel like.
At least he isn't like some other players who are just like nickname themselves Rape and stuff. You're like,
yeah, that was bad. That's a Swedish play, right? That's a very bad nickname. That shouldn't be a thing at all.
That's not the best nickname. So I mean, he could have done worse, Anders. He could have done worse.
Someone has actually found the lower limit. But, Freeze picking up 2 kills there at the end. So this is a lesson for all of you out there, the 12-year-olds that everyone hates on Global Offensive, even though everyone was 12 at some point. So
oh, that's the angle you're going to take?
Yeah,
okay, go ahead.
No reason I feel like to hate on the 12-year-olds especially. There are so many other people you could hate in the world. It's easy. Like, just widen your view a little bit. It's just, I'll teach you guys over time. But no, seriously, pick a good nickname. Don't pick something that's going to sound absurd on a stream. Think ahead for when you're going to become a pro.
Exactly. For that day, that fateful day when you're on the stream.
Yeah.
And then we're having to come up with a different name for you because you happen to nickname yourself Rape.
Yeah.
So,
exactly.
I mean, Pimp is kind of in the middle. Pimp still
name.
works.
I like it. That's really good. Spot on though. It sounds good.
You're so biased. You're so biased. It's only because he's Danish.
Yeah. Now I have a little bit of affection for Pimp. I think he's putting a lot of work in.
Yeah.
Single flashbang on AZ makes me a little bit happy. They pop it into main and they find nobody. MSL, on the other hand, is going to find a little bit too many people here, and that's going to pretty much be the round here for SK. Acadian in the middle. That MP7 in hand. It'd be nice if he could pick up a couple of kills. He's going to get the one more. Might be coming in. Tensky takes him out, though. So it's the end of his reign of terror.
With that SMG?
Yeah. So Warcraft 3 expansion, man. Or Warcraft 3...
What, Reign of Terror?
Yeah. Wasn't it called that? I think Warcraft 3 was Reign of Terror. Reign of Chaos, was it that? Chaos, Terror? Somebody tweet at me and tell me. I think Warcraft 2 was Tides of Darkness, wasn't it? And I have no idea what Warcraft 1 was. I played the game, but it's too long ago.
It's all about Frozen Throne or whatever it was.
The Frozen Tome?
Frozen Tome?
That's what we used to call it. Don't know why. AC going to be the last man left, and in a round that didn't have too much action here. Cillian does pick up a triple kill, and Dignitas couldn't really win it because as soon as they lost the player over at the bomb site, at B bomb site, it was kind of done. So a little bit uneventful, but now we're going to see what Dignitas could do. They've got the AWP on PIMP, and fourth round is coming up.
Oh yeah, boy! Start dropping them beats.
Yeah. Yeah, Pimp's like, I don't know what you heard about me. Just can't get $1 out of me. I want to believe that Pimp could listen to 50 Cent. Oh, AC picking up 2 big kills here. Freeze and Sandon going down. And that makes it a 5-on-3 initially. Not exactly the best start here for SK, who really do need a lot of rounds on this T side, I feel like.
Yes, indeed. Nice flash, though. That opens it up. But MSL's able to peek out behind it. He was playing from vents, so good crossfire established there in mid. They do shut down Cadian, and so it leaves Asilian and Magiskaboy as the last two alive for SK Gaming. They know that MSL is waiting up there, though, so there really is like no perfect way for MSL to get out unless he just fights his way out, Anders, and just kills everything. That's how it works. Triple kill for him.
That's how all my Counterstrike plans, you know, end. Kill everything. That's always the final step. Pretty good stuff there. Apparently, Graham, our wonderful observer and you know, organizer, many other things here at ESL, saying the first one is actually Orcs and Human. Then it is Reign of Chaos. It's not Terror.
Reign of Terror sounds more
there must
like,
have been one.
Thorin on an analyst desk.
Lord Thorin.
Yes.
Yeah. I think that's a good name for it. I like that. Thorin's Reign of Terror. Oh, Sandin. He's got him trapped in the corner. Nice headshot. Ready for the second one as well. Nice pickup on Sandin. And actually, I mean, Sandin is another Danish player who hasn't really found like a good home, but we've seen him actually come up with some pretty big rounds whenever he's been around here. I feel like him and Katie, and like there's a couple of people like that. Asilian too. These are actually just like all the people who can't seem to find like a stable home, but they've all got like pretty decent skills.
So wasn't Sandin wasn't he removed from the roster for Modi or something along those lines, and now he's back?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Now Modi's gone, Config's gone.
Dude, this is like old Danish, right? Where it's just like musical chairs. Who's going to be on the team this week?
Exactly.
Exactly, and you're just like, yes, all is well in the world. Back to its natural state, where the teams are just going to be pug life. You know, with the pimp. All right, let's see. Quick 1-for-1 over here on the B side. They do manage to get in, actually. MSL, flash, nice bank flash, actually, going to hold him back. And still, he spots the bomb making its way onto the bomb site. So this is, actually, I'd say advantage SK. Unfortunately for Cadian, nobody's going through mid, so he's going to be a little bit late to actually get to the party if he loses his teammates here.
Freeze flashed and then dead. Magic Boy gonna pick up the 1 kill. AC now with the double MSL to go down, and AC looking for a quad kill. He has actually 3 that he's got right now. Cadian trying to buy time in the back lines as that bomb is ticking away, and AC's looking for him. He's gonna be quick about this. Down to 1 health, and Cadian goes down. AC, has he got the time? He's got the kit this time. It should be just enough time for him to win this round. Very scary indeed. 3 rounds here for SK, but Dignitas are gonna pick up a second one. Nice clutch from AC, and also a quad kill.
Yeah, also the quad kill. I mean, thanks, AZ. Basically, he's just said, you know, guys, hop on my back, and I'll take you to wonderful places, i.e. map wins. He's sitting on 9-1-2 right now, and again, just coming through. Kjerby, man, what is going on, Kjerby? You are not allowed to drop a James Bond in this server.
And Alex picked him before he walked out on us angrily earlier for his Vulcan team. I did say
yeah, it's true.
Should take heed, Alex, and listen, you know, when we...
Young pup. Yeah. He will instruct ye.
He does have great shirts, though.
He does, actually. Yeah, it was a good combination. I don't know why he's constantly sounds so uncertain about his shirt combinations. They actually look pretty good. It's like, bro, have confidence in yourself, Alex. Believe.
That's right. That's right. Oh. Smoke up in the middle. AC... I feel like he shouldn't be playing the scouting role in the middle with just 4 health. I would much rather have him play by the truck or something right now, and then maybe let Pimp take control of the middle, because 1 grenade is going to be all it takes, even off in the distance. Anywhere on the map and he'll die. That may be a little much.
Yeah, that might be a bit of a stretch. What isn't, though, is a trade 1-for-1. Sandin, Molotov, still gets the spray down, and he gets out dodge. Perfect, and now Pimp waiting on the other side. He's going to have to take a point-blank shot here if he wants to get this done. How aggressive is he? Can he make it around the corner in time? The smoke is actually messing up his angle. There it is, right on the edge. Finds Magic Boy, breaks his wand, and now it's going to be down to Cadian and Sandin to hold him off.
And they're in a very bad spot here in the back of the bomb side. Cadian actually, great job for him to push out. That's very smart, but Pimp going to pick up the last 2 kills, making it a triple for himself. But Cadian... If they had just stuck behind the bomb site, first of all, I'm pretty sure some of the things are still had a Molotov in play, so they wouldn't have been able to stay there for more than a couple of seconds anyway. And I feel like Cadian had to try and push out. The fact that he only got the 1 kill and not both is, I don't know, that still doesn't mean it was a bad choice for him. So yeah, he realized, because you can't play that A bomb site like that. You kind of have to, be a bit more proactive. Score is tied. Match is paused.
Yeah, match is paused, and we wonder what is happening. Yeah, Kirby, thank you for pointing that out, Graham. 1 kill on one of the youngest players in the in the pro CS scene right now, but 1 kill. So he dodged the James Bond at least. And in the meantime, I mean, actually, it really is in Denmark. It seems like that where you have so many young players coming to the fore. Asilian, AC, Pimp, Kirby. I mean, it's like
there is actually a logical reason why this is.
Enlighten us.
It's because there's actually a pretty strong culture in Denmark of like small local LANs where people go to play. And like whenever you see Copenhagen games roll around, for instance, which is like the bigger LAN, even then you see like just a plethora of really weird Danish teams with weird names, people you've never heard of. But you see actually some of the names sort of come back year after year. People are just used to going to LANs and playing. So sometimes, every once in a while, you know, someone does show up and actually play pretty well, and they get noticed, and they get in contact with some of the pro players maybe. And you know, there's like a whole culture like that. So yeah, I mean, I wish it was possible in other countries to build up something similar, because it is it's a very effective way to sort of get some experience for people. It's very cool.
No doubt, Copenhagen Games is awesome.
Yeah, but there's some like Net Party Fyn, and there's a lot.
Wait, can you say that again?
Yeah. There's a lot of different lands like that. Tensky gonna try and fall back here. MSL with the opening frag, and Danish House, it's currently 3 rounds in a row for them. They're looking for more. AC get a big kill, and MSL to help out now. Magic Boy and Sandin left, and jumping on his face, and he's not gonna be allowed to do that.
Yeah, it doesn't work that way. You don't do damage with your boots, unfortunately, in this game, MSL. But, you know, A for effort. Magic Boy gonna show his smoke trick, and oh man. All right, I'm gonna stop. But 1v4 there in the end, really. You know, he could have pulled all the rabbits out of the hat. Wouldn't have done him any good.
It would be fun if you could kick people, just like in Duke Nukem back in the day. The kick. Then you could kick with both feet at the same time for no reason.
It's like, how are you still static? But it's true. How would that work? You know, if you actually like jumped, maybe on your teammates it's all right, right? Or you know, it'd be never worthwhile to boost anybody ever, because you'd just be doing like team damage all the time. But what about if you landed on a T side? You know, like if you're a CT, you land on a terrorist, you do like 5 damage or something.
I feel like they could certainly make for fun. I don't know if it would be more than that. Good kills from MSL. Triple, not going to get the last couple of kills in there, but still, nobody dies. Hardly anybody even takes damage here on Dignitas side. 5 rounds in a row for the CT side. Economy starting to build up near 9,000 on Pimp there. And we'll see if SK can find a way back in. A lot of Molotovs and the AWP on Freeze.
Yeah, now they actually have the money for the AWP. So Freeze, don't really feel like he's had too many opportunities to shine. I mean, he is sitting on 5 frags though, but we need those big op rounds where he just lays his opponents low. And right now, interesting take here from Dignitas. They do put one guy solo onto the A side, all the way back at quad boxes, and it is PIMP with the AWP. And can he actually find a KILL? And somebody please stop ME. Anders, please.
I'm just gonna let you continue to dig, you know. I'm just watching from the side, you know.
There's no backing. There's no controlling it.
It'll end at some point, surely. Well, setting up for it here. Let's see if they can put out some smokes. MSL's still up here, and they have got a Molotov raining in, and it's kind of a split-second choice, but he's going to end up falling back. He could have ran into the middle, try and help out Kirby. He needed the help, because now he's dead instead. Sandin to pick up the kill, just barely surviving himself. 45 seconds, the ball making its way back here, and that's a big kill on Magic Boy from Tensky. KDN going to try and run in here. Is they going to check the corner? I think he realized someone's in there. MSL gets 1 frag, but he's very low on health. Ends up dropping down. Our next in line, Tensky now for a triple. And that's going to be the round, and 6 in a row for Dignitas.
Yeah, 6. I mean, this is when the pain train is left to say the station, Anders. And also, Magic Boy, like, if he'd have just been a second earlier into Toxic, he would have seen MSL dropping out of vents. He would have got that free kill as MSL was trying to get away from vents as the Molotov was thrown in there. You know, it's just like those little timings. The communication needs to be a little bit better on SK, because that's a golden opportunity. You take out MSL, then it's just Tensky on that B site. He can't challenge you, and you can set up for your take. just MSL staying alive kind of threw a wrench in things for SK. So no bomb plant either means, you know, it's kind of a mixed buy here. What the hell is AC doing? No flash, no nothing.
Maybe a little bit too brave here. Molotov horribly failed. That was supposed to block out that squeak door, so Asilian couldn't make it out. Now let's see if SK can actually use this to their advantage. An early kill, a failed Molotov, and a lot of grenades coming in from their point of view. Pimp gonna try and push his way through. Kjaerbye trying to play the edge of the smoke. MSL picks a kill. Kjaerbye gets one more, and that's the bomb drop all the way in that corner. Asilian gets one, and a second as well. And now it's looking good. 1 on 3 for MSL.
Whoa, Asilian. He just single-handedly brought SK Gaming back into this round. Now bomb gets planted. Asilian's still alive on that bomb side. He's looking for a 4th kill here in this round. Got everything he needs, and he just gets the shot through the smoke. What a round from Asilian. Individual performance making all of the difference, especially after the first man through that smoke literally donates the bomb over to Dignitas, dropping it behind quad. So it had to be Asilian to bring it back, and he actually managed it in fine style. So that's the kind of individual play that we need to be seeing here from SK, because it doesn't really seem like, you know, tactic-wise, you know, they're gonna cut it, right, Anders? It's not quite there.
Oh. It's a bit scary if they need one guy to pick up a quad kill for them to start winning rounds. I feel like if not for Asilian, that round could have been playing out a little bit differently. Kjaerbye looked like he was in a pretty good position behind that smoke, so a bit scary. Still, Freeze will open up, and they kill AC, which has been the heavy hitter here. Did he peek in? I think they didn't have like the icon for the shot for the wall, so I'm guessing he probably took a peek in. Or maybe AC was playing forklift, I'm not sure.
Yeah, look at Tensky though. He knows what's coming. He hears the steps. Flash into garage. Steps are there, so now SK are going to be the ones aware that somebody's up close here for the CT side. And yeah, Freeze, you see him just kind of scoped up right on the other side of this smoke, waiting to see. Once this smoke clears, Tensky, it's going to be the big moment, and it's not going to happen. Freeze shuts him down. Sandin takes out MSL at the same time. And that's the B site completely open here for SK Gaming to go pushing in there, get that bomb plant down fast enough. Although Pimp has something to say about that. What a shot, mid-air. Perfect timing.
It's really quite impressive. I don't think he'd like to change the outcome of the round, but it looks so good when it happens. Kjaerbye and Pimp should really save what they have here. Even if they've been winning a couple of rounds in a row, it's still, well, 6 rounds in a row. It's still not quite good enough. I think they need to run away and save, especially the AWP. But Cadian going to be in perfect position, so nothing is saved for Dignitas. It will be a round here for SK, putting it at 6-5.
Mm-hmm. This is starting to get into the realm of the acceptable here for SK. Nice shot here by Pimp, though. Perfectly done. But it is now, I mean, 5 rounds T-side, that's starting to look pretty good. And a force buy coming out from Dignitas as well. So Dignitas, they're really wanting to risk it. They don't want to let SK get past 6 rounds. So then it starts to mean, you know, work. They actually have to work in their second half to get the job done. If they can keep SK at 5 rounds, this should be, easy enough for Dignitas to just lock out this map. But if SK get ahead, Dignitas just want to, they want to finish this map and go to sleep. They don't want this to last any longer than it has to. Especially when both of these teams are going to be very hard-pressed to make it to the land.
Well, I think that ship sailed for SK.
For SK, yeah. Not a single win in the league.
Unless every other team retires from the league and says, that's it. Kjaerbye will get the kill. Drops down. Could have probably picked up that kill on Asilian. Looked like he had a bit of a jump on him there. AC spots him crossing on over and makes his way down towards the bomb site. MSL there to help him out as well. 4 on 4 right now. 50 seconds left. And SK continue their march onto the bomb site, and they're going to be successful. Asilian with the team frag, and oh, Pip and Tensky picking up one. Now it's down to Cadian versus Tensky. That team kill could have cost them a hell of a lot right here. Cadian waiting in the back lines, AWP in hand. He really, really wants Tensky to come and peek him, and he might just get his wish, and there it is. A lot of patience, and that's going to give them the round and tie the score.
What an incredibly chaotic situation. And a smoke execute as well at the end. What happened to the 2 guys that were holding on the site? MSL was one of them. But just the fact that they get overwhelmed completely without having any impact. If it wasn't for the man on upper, this would have just completely fallen apart for Dignitas. But okay then. Okay then. SK, they've got a solid game on their hands. How much would this hurt Dignitas if they were to be the first win here for SK? This is Denmark versus Denmark. There's a lot of, smack talk involved here. Pride on the line.
I definitely feel like it would be a big thing. Quite an upset, I would say, as
Cadian
well.
will never let him forget, at least. Never.
A good chance, I think, though, for a bunch of these players to prove themselves a little bit here.
They're playing very carefully, SK.
There was one time in global offensive history where there were like 3 really good Danish teams that had a lot to say. That was Copenhagen Wolves, Western Wolves, and Fnatic, the original Fnatic lineup. So maybe we could find our way back there someday. But AC with a nice strong opening here, gonna try for a second one, but not gonna be successful. Pimp, similar position. Looks like it's gonna be just fine here as Sicilian, Sandin, and Magic Boy all picking up a couple of kills. Tensky trying to see if he could do more damage with the Deagle. Not gonna happen.
Laid to rest. They all just look so peaceful at the end, Anders. Like they're taking a nap.
Chillin'.
Chilling, you know? Just like A-OK-A.
7 and 6. Relaxing, lounging in the Players Club.
Yeah, with some of that lounge music that we have to deal with at the hotel. It's the same song on repeat for 10 hours a day.
Yeah, that's freaky. I don't know how the people can stay working there. It was like that the other day. A lot of grenade damage, it seems, put out early on here to the SK lineup, but honestly, I'm pretty impressed by SK right now. If they win, I mean, even if they don't win any more rounds here, 7 rounds still pretty good on the T side. If they win the next round, who knows if they can't jump all the way up to 9, just because Dignitas is going to be so low. But they are flanking in behind Sandin. He gets a kill on Kirby, but now they're going to be able to wrap around quick enough. MSL spray, not getting the kill just yet. There it is. And now Pimp going to make his way out back here. Bomb just about to go down. Grenade right in front, and Magic Boy almost dead in the corner. Should be an easy round from here on out for Dignitas. Going to be the 1 kill in, and Asilian all the way in the back lines. They did kind of line up for him, but still, MSL with a nice triple. And Pimp, he flanked and got no kills. That's a bit weird.
He was just there to draw the attention, it seems. It's like, yeah, guys, it's happening over here. And then MSL's like, okay. And then MSL's just, you know, lead by example, right? He just goes in and decides, okay, enough's enough. Time for me to just go ahead and get the work done by myself, right? Guess that's what has to happen here. You know, and just walks in and gets a triple. The pressure. When your in-game leader is the one leading the frags, you know that there's a bit of an issue going on. Pimp is sitting on 8, Kirby on 5, 13 for AZ.
Yeah, it's what Sponge always says whenever you talk to him from Renegades. You know, I shouldn't be at the top of the scoreboard, it should be somebody else. So, don't know how MSL feels about that, but you're right, definitely be nice to see a little bit more out of the rest of Dignitas right now. Cadian waiting in the middle, and Pimp covering that A-bomb side very much alone indeed, but some heavy defense in the middle right now between Kirby and MSL.
Yeah, the crossfire, they're just waiting. And Kirby, I mean, Freeze is boosted up. Does Freeze look down? He's going to have Cadian there to watch his back, though, so this could still work out. Or no, rather it's Sandin. So Connector Smoke goes down. Kirby's still waiting real close. Molotov's flashes, everything waiting for it. Asilian gets the flash, and Kirby assassinated. Cadian, he's there in time. MSL tries to do the best that he can. Picks up 1. AC, though, is going to have an impact. He gets 2 kills. That turns the tide completely. And now it's going to go over to Tensky, who's waiting on that B site. SK waiting right outside, ready to push onto it.
Yeah, and they're taking their time, which is not going to make things even worse for them here. 38 seconds, headshot on 1. Magic Boy all alone, and he goes down to Pimp. So 8-7 at the end then. I mean, I would still say this is a pretty good victory for SK first half, but it's definitely not done yet. The question is if they can hold on to it in the second half.
Yeah. Are they going to have that coordination set? Ooh, that's a nice name. Straight up. But are they going to have that coordination on the CT side when basically you have 2, well, like 1.5 stand-ins? I mean, Magic Boy is like, I'm just going to keep calling him that, Anders, by the way. But Magic Boy, I mean, he's hanging around here. He's clearly just like flat out stand-in. I mean, he's got the Cloud9 Spooderman going. But Sandin, you know, he should have a little bit of an idea at least of what SK want to do. So it should still be feasible here for SK. That, and I think that Dignitas are finally starting to realize, wait. Like, they might have underestimated them at the beginning, thinking that this should be like a free map win, that sort of thing. And I think Dignitas are now realizing, wait a second, we actually have to work a little bit here to get this win.
Let's just farm some points over this of this team here. Yeah, you could be right.
Off these Datish scrubs, and then they're like, wait, but we're Datish.
Yeah, good start though. AC and MSL for a kill each. Magic Boy playing at the truck, missing a bunch of shots, missing all the shots. And Pimp will take him out. So Cillian and Sandin are left here, 2 versus 5. Trying to see if they can remedy the situation, or if not that, just to restore some pride. No pride restored, none saved, everyone dead.
No, none restored at all. In fact,
just complete humiliation.
I think they feel a little bit like that that Spooderman in Magic Boy's avatar right now, just herp.
Maybe like the Unreal version of it. Humiliation.
Oh, yes.
Good times. Have you tried the new Unreal?
Mm-mm.
Me neither, but people that I know
it's worth an ad,
won't stop talking about it. So.
Really?
Yeah.
I have like no interest whatsoever. Actually, it's pretty bad. Like none.
I kind of like Unreal and Quake type games.
I mean Quake, sure, but
I'm gonna make some people angry lobbing those 2 games together. But
MSL you started a war.
Yeah, MSL will actually go down, but he was lurking around over at B while the red. Oh, freeze! That's a nice double tap there onto AC. Bomb is down though, and because they don't have a kit on SK and they're so far away, they would essentially have to run and just rush in here. Otherwise, they just won't have any time.
Well,
like this slowdown has probably lost them the round already. Like they would have had to run very fast to get here on time.
Well, yeah, just all these frags basically are what's going to shut it down. Sandin has an MP7, hoping to make a little bit more money, and Tensky is low, but then Kjervi steps in, joins the party. And again, nothing there really for SK. They get the 3 kills. There is that, but
you know, that's how I feel like, because I did like some people realized go and visit Blizzard, and people talk about, you know, FPS games like Counterstrike. Yeah, they say like Counterstrike. They say like Call of Duty and Battlefield, and like it's just
inside
like
your mind, it's just like
don't say that. What are you trying to do?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Stuart is actually reminding us that humiliation is Quake, not Unreal. That could have been true. Kjervi to go down here. SK trying to defend, but Dignitas just picking up this round very easily. Some presence on B here, 3 in fact, but wasn't anywhere near enough. 11-7 being the scoreline, and finally SK team can pick up some rifles. Freeze with the AWP, see if it's going to make a difference.
Towards the end of the half, he was starting to get some kills, but he's still in single digits. Freeze, so you know, now you have the AWP. Now's your time to shine. Shut down the Pimp. Take his turf away from him.
I can't remember what triggers the humiliation call. Is that when you get gauntleted in Quake?
Humiliation. Yeah. That wasn't a very good impression, but that's what happens.
We'll work on it. We'll work on it. Get sued by ID.
The problem is like you can't. It's like too deep. Like no. It's not I'm holding my hand out here dramatically as well as like this is Hamlet or something like.
Trying to summon the voice.
You're gonna come back. There's gonna be like a pentagram on my forehead.
I think we can make it work one day. I'm gonna go and practice in front of a mirror, see if I can do it. MSL is down to half health and a little bit of damage onto AC and Kjervi still, but otherwise a fairly slow round, all things considered here. Nothing much happening across the map as Freeze is on the corner waiting. They do have some Molotovs for him. If he misses a shot, then he's likely going to get burned out of this corner. And I'm liking the fact that he moves on this side because it's a lot easier to escape some damage here. And he can still try and take a shot. Now he goes back into it, and Pimp ready and waiting now. He's going to leave Magic Boy on the bomb site. 35 seconds here for Dignitas. A bit of a slow round. A nice flashbang for the peak there. But in the middle, Kjervi's going to go down, and now see what Magic Boy's made of here. He's going to spray down one with a headshot. Goes for a second one. It's MSL to down. A good double kill. Still 6 bullets left, and they almost line up for him. It's going to be Cillian going down next, and AC to fall to. Katie and Sandin also picking up a kill there at the end. So good job. I think Magic Boy, he had a nice hold there.
He lived up to his name.
Yeah.
That double kill, I think, you know, at the first where he sprays very quickly at Pimp, who was waiting in A main behind that flash, right? He looked a little chaotic, you know, looked a little panic sprayish, you know, just like you know. And I'm like, okay, I'm thinking already, you know, is the pressure getting to him of playing online and these kinds of matches, blah blah blah. But that was perfectly done. Those 2 follow-up kills, excellent work from Magic Boy. He even turned away from the flash in time. I mean, that's the kind of level that we need to see right now if SK are going to have a shot at holding off Dignitas' push. AC and, well, Sandin each getting a frag, trading frags, 4-on-4 now, and AC's got the hero AK.
Kirby kind of almost making himself a beacon through that smoke by putting the eagle shots in there. So good shot in return by Sandon. AC has this AK. See if he could do some damage with it. He's thinking Asilian is up there, and he's not wrong either. So many angles to cover. Now they're all covering the same angle, which is a bit of a mistake potentially.
Yeah, especially with the bait and switch there. Shot from mid, they focus on it, and then Asilian, he gets the timing to peek out. They are trying to rush out onto the B side. Asilian is reloading as well. Where is this guy? He's vanished! Asilian is still there. He takes out Tensky, but he's going to get caught out by MSL. Just too many people for him to deal with there on that B side. They just all went cascading in there. And even with the 2 players in checkered, it wasn't enough for SK. So it is going to come down to Magic Boy. This, this is it.
Let's see if he could do it. He's got one flashbang. They don't know exactly where he's coming from, so that's a bit of an advantage, but MSL spotting him out and not going to get the kill, and that's a big issue now. He's going to make it around the corner, gets the one frag in, and in the corner hiding is going to be AC. He does have a kit here, so a little bit more time on him. Tabs it once, and AC just going to shoulder peek him. Now he's going to hold it down and just try and see if he can make it work. AC putting the shots in, and that's going to be a quad kill, winning the round with the AK that he started with, and that's going to be a big step in the right direction for Dignitas now. 4-round lead and no money for SK.
And another quad kill on the board for AC. Leading by a fair margin now, up to 24 frags total, but yeah, AC just continues to do work for Dignitas. And that resets things for SK, you're right, no more money left. Freeze on $1,400. It's a double eco situation here for SK, and they really don't have that many rounds to be playing with, because if they do take the double eco, then Dignitas are up on 14 rounds, and it's pretty much just going to be match point. That will be it. And so, full stack on the B site, yes, thank you, for SK Gaming, but only a single upgraded pistol for them, so odds are still pretty slim of them being able to pull this off.
Kirby's making it a bit toasty in there for them. He's also the only one hanging out, so just pretending to be there. Cadian by the truck, and are they going to realize that's all there is here at the A side of the map? It seems like maybe they have got a clue that that's going on. Well, they've got a player in the middle of the terror side to hear anyone rotating through, so now I think pretty much Dignitas know
that this is it.
Yeah, Dignitas, like, AC hears everything in here.
He hears all these steps, and then he even manages to find a nice headshot onto Freeze. However, he's not fast enough to pull off the 180. Nice HE though, but then Magic Boy up close with the deagle, finds the headshot onto Kirby. MSL showing fear, and that's what happens when you try to run away. Magic Boy, there's no evading a Magician, Anders. He'll just track you.
He's got that ace up his sleeve there, picking up a couple of kills. He did go down eventually. You know, Pimp beating the Magician. I'm not sure. Tensky and Pimp are left, and they're going to be able to survive the round as well. No rifles, actually. Oh, there's the AK picked up by Cadian, and one by Sandon, so they get that out of it. But it's going to be enough actually to trigger a buy on their part as well. They need it. They are starting to fall a little bit too far behind at this point in time.
They need that room for error. They need that one round where it's like, okay, we lose a round, it's not match point. They need to, if they can stop them at Dignitas at 13, there's a chance for them to run this back just to be able to make a mistake in one round down the line, and then they reset Dignitas's economy. You know, that's how Cadian at least is trying to play it out in his mind right now by going for this buy. But all the pressure is on Dignitas, and Dignitas, I mean, they have all the money. They have everything they need. Molotovs across the board, all the smokes, an AWP on Pimp. And Dignitas aren't really making too much noise. They aren't really trying to bully SK into using their nades early.
Ooh, Cillian. One pop in. It would have been nice if someone could have peeked behind it. He's going to try and go for it again, something that Freiburg loves doing, playing checkered here, but not going to be a kill. He does sort of make them back up a little bit, so I guess he got something out of it. Freeze sneaking close. If Pimp is the shot, he's going to be gone. He shoulder peeks it once, misses it, and Freeze still has 15 more bullets for anyone trying to follow up on this. MSL going to get the frag before he makes it around the corner, so still a good trade, but a little bit annoying probably for Pimp.
Yeah, we've lost a Cillian in the meantime. And now Kirby, he can actually catch out Sandon here as well if Sandon decides to peek to get that info. Bomb is making its way towards B halls, but right now it could go either way still. Comes down, I think, to whoever's waiting, whoever's lurking over in Squeak, and that's Tensky right now.
25 seconds.
He's hearing the steps. He's hearing the steps, and he should have heard the steps for 2 right there. Yeah, there we go. MSL, instantly, they start to rotate over to the A site. Perfectly done. This is all thanks to Tensky, hearing both players run away for SK. What prompted that rotation on SK's side?
I think somebody threw a flashbang on the B side of the map. I don't know, like, it's something very small. Bomb is about to go down. SK just, they don't even care anymore. Just like, nope. Guess that was that round.
Yeah, they're probably thinking, like, maybe it was a gamble. Maybe it was just like, okay, we go B. If they come B, great. If they don't, we save the guns. I can't believe that, though.
Yeah, really good play. I mean, it's nice to be able to catch those small details there. It's not always that we have exact info on, like, you know, who knows what, but like, you're right, he heard them running away, so easy enough call for Dignitas to make a rotation there. I like it a lot. Well, 14 rounds gonna be coming up here for Team Dignitas, a 6-round lead. SK, if they had gone for it and failed the retake, they would have had nothing, so at least now they can make something work here, but it's still a bit tricky for them. Dignitas, they are the better team, and I feel like it's sort of turning out the way that it should, but I'm a bit disappointed here in the second half, because I was excited for SK picking up those 7 rounds.
Yeah, you're kind of hoping for more, especially when it's just going to come down to, like, raw aim in a way. Nice initial nade, but yeah, Dignitas are showing no respect. YOLO, straight out through the smoke onto the A side. Magisk boy, it's time.
Alright, you're gonna pick up the 1 kill here. And Freeze will take down MSL, but they did trade KD in the meantime. We'll see if it's gonna be quite enough here. Freeze on the ladder, fumbling about a little bit. He's gonna end up going down. Tensky just going mad here. 3 kills, down to 90 health, still doing just fine. And Sandin suddenly all alone. It looked like it was a good start for SK, but obviously not good enough.
No, yeah, it looked like they had everything going for them there. Magisk, he started off strong with the 1 kill. Freeze was there as well. They actually managed to get 2 kills. And that's also just well, it's not necessarily disrespect. I mean, it's a calculated risk for MSL. We can end it really early by just rushing in, and we still have plenty of rounds, and we have money. So it's not the end of the world if we lose this 1 round. So it's just like you go for the jugular, and this time MSL actually got it.
So match and map point here for Team Dignitas. SK about to lose their 10th match, I think, in the tournament. Is that true?
11th.
11th.
They're 0-10 right now.
No fun at all.
Ugh, that's so painful. Especially considering the players on this team. I mean, Freeze.
Magic Boy.
Man, it's harsh. It's hard not to be harsh in this situation as well. Or at least
it's pronounced Magisk.
Magisk.
Yeah.
Okay.
But let's not say that. There we go. Well, AC down to 30 health, and Freeze going to be turning around here. MSL and AC picking up a kill. Another one for MSL, and seems like this final round is just going to be completely a slaughter in favor of Team Dignitas. Sandin, little fortress up here, looking behind, going to spray down 1, and not going to get the 2nd. Quad kill for MSL, who must have been in the top fracking at the end. He's doing a really fine job. So it like high 20s, I think, at the end for him. It's going to be the game.
Yeah. Between him and AC, they just did basically everything. Pimp. Everybody kind of showed up. Second half, that's kind of what we expected at the end, isn't it? Yeah. I mean, there was a little bit of a struggle on CT side. You're not too sure of what the tendencies are going to be, especially kind of like a Puggy style team, which is essentially what SK are with 2 stand-ins.
Yeah. You know what we've learned tonight? If you want to be a magician, you're going to have to be on NIP. That's how it works. Yeah.
How would you say because it's just magic right there, like Magisk. How would you say a magician?
No, we're not going to do that. We're going to...
Come on, Anders. Danish.
No.
Teach me Danish.
It's too weird.
Dotska.
Yeah. We'll let you do the Danish. Now I'll just relax.
Dotska.
Yeah. I get whenever we do events in Sweden, everyone is always trying to make me do it. You know, it's like, come on, speak a little bit Danish.
Well, no, dude. All the time, they're always just coming to be like, so where in the UK is Anders from? And I'm just like, he's not anywhere near the UK. He's actually, a Viking.
Yeah, and then everyone assumes that you're French Canadian as well. So we've got some good stuff going on there.
Have you never heard somebody from French Canada speak like Quebec? You would not think that I'm from Quebec.
I get that a lot. I get that a lot. Well, look, guys, we don't have anything more for you this evening, unfortunately. So that's pretty much it. That VP, I think, Fnatic match ended up being the best one, which maybe was predictable over time. Wow. Fnatic taking it away.
Top 4 teams.
Yeah, some good stuff right there. Question is, when are we going to be back? These are all the results you can tell here. Some fairly one-sided matches, but then we had that overtime game in the middle of everything here.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm wondering when we're going to resume the league, because we've got the majors coming up as well.
Well, there are still 3 days going on
in the
after
Super
this
League,
one.
in the Super Week.
In the Super Week.
Super.
So we've done the first 3 days of the Zupa Week.
Zupa Week.
And then the next 3 days of the Zupa Week are going to be done by the Zupa ESL crew, because they are getting back.
Oh, they're going to be back here,
They're back now. So, and pardon me?
And Saturday, Sunday?
Who the hell's going to play Saturday and Sunday?
I don't know. Some dedicated teams we've got out there.
Wow. Okay.
Right.
So, and apparently Saturday and Sunday next week as well, guys. There's a lot of ESL ESEA coming up, and all of that going into, obviously, the World Championship, the major, happening next week.
Yeah. Trolling there soon. That's going to be interesting. Yeah.
Yes.
We've got the groups out now. Hiko was a little bit upset.
Titan are just
Titan.
They can't catch a break. Like,
Titan VP and Nip is who they're in group with, right?
Yeah, and then they also have Liquid with them as well.
Yeah, Liquid in there.
So there's actually that's probably because this is obviously like the most stacked major pretty much like ever.
Yeah.
Because there are no freebies. There's no like Asian team or Australian teams or anything in it. It's like nothing but the best, because you had to earn your spot where everybody was there at that qualifier. So yeah, these groups, even like the not stacked like group of death where it's like Group C or Group D, even the other ones look really scary. Even the other ones are like,
Yeah, it's going to be a real tough competition. So that's where you can catch us next, I believe. So thank you so much for being with us here this evening, and we'll be back soon enough to continue the league as well. We're how many rounds? Is it 5 weeks in now?
6 weeks.
6 weeks in, and we've got 10 weeks in total. So there is still more to come in the league. You guys should keep up to date with it, and you know where to get it as well. We've been giving you all the links all evening. So definitely stay up with that and keep watching Counterstrike. We'll be back soon enough. So have a good evening, and we'll